Okay, it's the first sound they'll hear. I'm not doing music intro. I'm just going right into it. Fuck it.
You should just do James.
My stomach hurts.
Yeah.
Like, I made fun of this scenario. It's like, my fellow Americans. Like, I made fun of that, like, throughout this entire, like, months. Like, that one day where he says those words, my fellow Americans, it's not a good day.
Mm-hmm.
Not good, man.
It's certainly not.
Well, Amy.
Ugh.
Truth bombs.
Good to see you too, Sebs. God bless
Peace.
you.
Thanks. You too. Be blessed.
You guys are like the girls on Hell's Kitchen. It's hilarious. I've been binge watching that. Sorry.
I think this was a show, guys. I think it's a show so he can get out of it. What do you think?
Oh, you're trolling. Wait. What?
No.
What do you mean by that?
I just told Scott Ritter, and I convinced him. He thought it might be true that it's like a show. Like he's gonna pretend, oh yeah, MAGA, I got him. I got those Iranians. Now we can do something else because he hit basically empty targets with really expensive weapons. So that's my theory. You know, he did that in the first term. He
So
hit
that with
Syria.
Yeah. I know.
That's my theory.
Same thing. Syria got overthrown anyways. End result.
Here you go.
But anyways, here we go.
No, thank
Thank you very much.
The president
A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the 3 key nuclear
Look at
facilities
4 cunts in a row
in
like
the
this.
Iranian regime, Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. Everybody heard those names for years as they built
Pronunciation
this
is
horribly
excellent.
destructive enterprise. Our objective was the destruction
His
of
spray tan
Iran's
that.
nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight, I can report to the
#1
world
state sponsor of
that
terror.
the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key
Boom.
nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated.
QAnon's like,
Iran,
where's
the
Rubio's
Middle
flag?
East, Middle
Where's
East,
this flag pin at?
must now make peace. If they do
symbol.
not,
The Cuban
future
flag on.
attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. They have been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs with roadside
This is on
bombs.
purpose.
That was their specialty.
That's
They lost over
that's a
1,000
Soleimani
people
statement right there.
and
They're
hundreds
blowing
of
up
thousands throughout the Middle East
IEDs.
and around the
He's
world
got the
have
brightest
died
red
as a
tie
direct
shirt, and
result
then
of their hate. In
Rubio, and
particular,
then the
so
darkest
many
is
were
Hegseth,
killed
and then you
by
have blue
their
on the
general,
left.
Qasem
Interesting.
Soleimani. I decided a long time ago that I would not let this happen. It will not continue. I want to thank and congratulate
weak
Prime
man, dude.
Minister
You're not doing
Bibi
shit anywhere.
Netanyahu.
Be
We
real.
worked as a team like perhaps no team has ever worked before. And we've gone a
fucking
long
Mighty
way
Ducks.
to
What?
erasing this horrible
They're the
threat
Mighty
to
Ducks.
Israel. I want to thank
Hey, don't
the
insult
Israeli
ducks.
military for the wonderful job they've done.
For the guys around
And
them,
most
take-
importantly, I want to congratulate the great American patriots who flew those magnificent machines tonight and all of the United States military on an operation
their
the
mother's
likes of which
basements?
the world has not seen in
Eating
many, many
Cheetos?
decades. Hopefully, we will no longer
JD
need
looks
their
pretty
services
angry.
in this capacity. I hope that's so. I also want to congratulate the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff,
This is
General Dan
insulting.
Raisin-Cane, spectacular general, and all of the brilliant military minds involved in this attack. With all of that being said, this cannot continue. There will be either peace or there
Let
will
him
be
blaze
tragedy for Iran
Trump's
far
nuclear
greater
war.
than we have
Oh, my
witnessed over
God.
the last 8 days.
It'll be destroyed,
Many targets
or they'll be
stopped.
destroyed.
Tonight's
Great.
was the most difficult of them all, by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go
What?
after those other targets with
Wait,
precision.
does he thinks
speed,
peace is
and
like some
skill.
unicorn?
Most
He's
of them
going
can
to
be
keep-
taken
he's announcing
out
he's
in
going
a
to keep
matter of
bombing.
minutes. There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight. Not even close. There has
That's
never
not
been
true.
a military that could do what took place just a little while ago.
It's the car salesman.
Tomorrow,
never goes
General
off.
Kane,
If you fall for this,
Secretary
you're
of
a fucking
Defense,
idiot. I'm trying to be quiet right now, but
will
I
have
want
a
to
press
yell.
conference at
You're
8
a
a.m.
fucking
at the
idiot if you fall for
Pentagon.
this.
do it,
And I want
guys.
to just
Let
thank
him trick
everybody,
everyone.
and in particular, God. I want to just say we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them. God
Invoking
bless
God.
the Middle
When I
East
call them
and
devil
and
worshippers,
Israel,
Amy,
and
what
God
do you think
bless
now? When I call them
America.
devil
Thank you very
worshippers.
much. Thank you.
What?
When I call them devil worshippers, bro. What do you think of that?
Yeah, but just
Invoking God while dropping bombs, bro. Is that okay?
I get it. I'm with you, but if it helps him throw a bone into the warmongers and say,
I
"Oh,
don't know what
we
you're
did it."
talking about.
No. We're not going there. I mean, okay, you have your opinion. You can say your opinion, but I'm just saying, like, no. Is my mind going anywhere near that fucking idea? I'm sorry.
like
He
QAnon
relinquished
brain
every
rot.
single cent of fucking trust. It's all gone now, right?
You don't have to trust him. You just have to thank God.
Did you say trust the plan? I
Trust the
swear to God.
plan. Told you,
Thank
this is like
God
QAnon
if
brain
he
rot.
stumbles through things without starting
It's made
nuclear
it through
war.
the fucking Catholic Church.
All right, I'll let it play.
All you have to
I'm
do
sorry.
Starting.
What does he do
He
without
just
starting
started
wars?
war.
Excuse me. What does he do without starting wars? Please go ahead.
I think throwing a fiddle help. I mean, you could. I mean, you can. I'm not against it, but I just don't think. I think it doesn't help. But go ahead. I'm here. I'll listen. I'll listen.
Throw fit, Jordan. Start.
He
I'm sorry.
officially
Every
brought Russia to
event
war,
leading
right?
up to today, he was like, not him personally, but like the apparatus of it, right? He's the figurehead, but like the apparatus of it was building up the scenario for so long. So you're telling me if he saves us from the scenario that he created himself,
No,
now we're supposed to be like,
not
what?
him.
What do we do with that? Or
Dude,
you
it's
know
not
what I
him.
mean? You know what I mean?
Listen.
You know what I mean? The apparatus.
No,
You know what I
no,
mean?
no. But this is my point. If the
Come
apparatus
on.
took a step, listen. If the apparatus took a step that allows for the capping of the escalation, that's good. If it took a step that's going to escalate the escalation, that's bad. So we have to wait and see. But I think
None
it
of it's
tries-
good, Amy.
Yeah,
I said this to Jesse earlier. I said this to Jesse earlier.
Only options. Those are not
No,
the
no, no.
only
Not
options. I
having-
just don't know
not
why we have
having
to live.
nuclear war
Let him
No,
finish.
is just
because
a
you're
little bit
already
better
you're
than
setting up
having it.
you're setting up Amy. You're setting up parameters
on, dude.
and like a dialectic, and then you're like, oh, it's either escalate it or cap it. It's like those are the only two options. Like that doesn't really make any sense. Why are you like? Why is that the spectrum of
Is there
choices?
anything else on the table? I didn't vote for the motherfucker. I didn't vote for
Okay.
him, but
Amy.
this is what we have.
That's
Amy,
not what I'm
Amy,
talking about.
if it's
I don't really care about that.
I'm so sorry, Saps. If
Alright, go ahead, go
the
ahead.
scenario is
Shut up.
he jumps into like built up tensions for the sake of peace later, guess what happens in the middle between that? As soon as he leaves that deal, what happens? People fucking die. They die.
Yes. Yes.
Children, old people, men, women, innocent, killed. This is not worth it in any sense of, or where are you going? Please go ahead. Tell me where you're going.
This is what I'm seeing.
You're freaking out again, dude. I'm sorry.
There's like a MAGA split, right? And one side of the MAGA.
They're idiots.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry. They're dumb.
Who gives a
Those are
shit?
dumb fucking people, dude.
I'm sorry. It's like
I
literally don't care.
I can empathize. Amy, I can empathize with them. I can empathize with them.
Let me write my equation and the solution and tell me where it's wrong. Okay?
I'm so God.
Just listen. Give
Sorry.
me 1 minute.
You got it.
There's the MAGA, and there's the pro-war invade the next country MAGA, and then there's the frick you got elected to stop these dumb wars MAGA. So there's a big
I understand.
Because within that, excuse me, Amy, no, that's not even true, because within that MAGA, you have people like Jack Posobiec who are like, oh, we should be using those bunker busters on cartels in Mexico. So they're saying they don't want war because they want war on with Mexico and the cartels. What are we talking about?
Or with
That's already,
Israel.
like, your premise is already like there's.
But you
holes
didn't
in
even
it.
hear it yet. I wasn't finished.
Let her air it out.
Pro-war MAGA. Okay, my bad.
I'm gonna try to let her air it out. I want to hear this.
All right, go ahead.
Take a deep breath. Maybe say a couple Hail Marys.
Amy, no need, Amy. Please, just say your point, please. I beg you to.
Make your deranged fucking point. Go ahead.
Oh my God, guys.
The floor is yours.
Yeah, I will.
I kind of miss this actually.
Continue.
Go ahead.
You like that, Jordan?
He's pressing
Like
on
that?
the Hawks
Shut
to
up,
get
James.
into war and protect Israel, right? There's the Israel first wing versus the America first wing. They're fighting. They're all
Two
not
stupid wings are fighting. Go on.
Yes. But those two stupid wings are the ones he needs to deliver.
Those two stupid. He needs those wings to fly. Go ahead. Yeah, we know.
to deliver the Congress so that he doesn't get impeached next.
Oh, come on. No. Like, we've seen
God.
president
Win beneath
after
his weight.
president. I'm sure you have more, but I'm just saying, like president after president after president doing horrific acts around the world. Some so blatant, in your face. The war on terror, initially
No,
kicked off
he's
by
not-
George W. Bush, is so blatant, but yet he served 8 years.
No. You're not.
Okay, sorry.
Jesus here and
Go ahead.
hands. Okay.
Take a breath,
so
Amy. Take a breath. Say some Hail Marys. Go ahead.
Okay, I will. He is calculating assume he's calculating his own self-interest, right? Like Bannon warned in the first term that if he lost the Congress, then they'd tie him up for the rest of the time. Now it's worse because he had the lawfare stuff, so he's even more kind of scared of losing the Congress. So if he
Is he?
pisses off his base enough,
Okay.
then he will lose and he will be thrown to the dogs maybe. So
It's
that's
his
my
last
guess.
term. Who cares? Like, he
Listen,
doesn't give a fuck.
social
What are you talking about?
narcissist. He needs to not be impeached, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think he doesn't want to be impeached. So his base is fighting. He wants to unite them again. So this way he can solve the problem, got rid of the nukes, and he'll lie to the people and say, look, we got rid of the nukes. It's not true, but he'll say that.
But
And
that's
then
but you're trying to say he's like an honest act. Like you're indicating that there's some sort of like
Why not?
righteous
Why not?
like intention.
I'm wrong.
Well,
So
maybe
then
go there,
shouldn't
Amy.
you-
Maybe go there,
He's
Amy.
saying what he's gonna tell
Why is he
people
doing
and what
that?
he did. That's what I'm
Well,
saying.
why would he be
Because
doing that? That makes no sense.
Get to the
what's
main point,
end
Amy.
game?
Like, why is he doing that, in your
Sorry,
opinion?
go ahead.
Just go right to that point if you can. Sorry, go ahead.
to protect his Congress lead next election cycle.
The fuck
has
does
to
he
keep
need
his
them
base
for?
He
together.
doesn't care about
What
that.
does he need them
Oh
for?
my God.
This dude was filthy
Okay, he
rich
can-
coming into the situation. Why does he need these motherfuckers for?
It's irrelevant. He's already been
Because
impeached before.
they did all the lawfare. He has to keep a certain
This
group
is
of
for
people
election.
together. Okay, maybe you don't agree, but that's what I think. I think he has to keep his base together. Half of them are really pissed and they want him to not have another war. The other half is, how can you abandon Israel in its time of need, even though it provoked it and started the whole thing? So he has to appease them and get them to come back
You literally
together.
don't care about. You keep bringing it. The MAGA Civil War is irrelevant because at the end of the day, like he doesn't care about any of those people. Like that doesn't
No,
matter.
but he needs to use
on,
them.
let me
He's
weigh in
a transactional guy.
Let me weigh in here.
Let
Let
He
me weigh in.
uses
disagree.
people and throws them away constantly. Why wouldn't he do that with his base? He's done it with everybody else.
Sorry,
How can
we
you
have
be
MAGA
against these?
representative here.
He
Wants to
needs to
speak.
use them right now. So he needs to throw them a bone.
Oh,
ahead.
Amy.
Go ahead, Dubster.
chicken feed for the masses. Go ahead.
So
Sorry, Jesse.
Charlie Kirk and what's his name, Thomas Massey, both put separate polls out with their audiences on Twitter. Charlie
not
Kirk
the same
got
guys.
500,000 responses, and Thomas Massey got 126,000 responses. And the question was in basics, one was, should we go to war with Iran? That was Charlie Kirk, and it was 90 to 10 no out of 500,000. And then Thomas Massey is, should we keep funding Israel so they can fight these wars? 126,000 responded, and they said 85 to 15% no.
But this will unify his base.
So the
So that's
majority of those people would be
that's the
the
America
mega
First
that's
wing, right?
yeah, that would be mega that is not pro-war.
That's who they thought
That's
Trump
the
was, right?
First wing. That's the America First wing, and then there's the Israel First wing, like Ben
This
Shapiro, Mark Levin.
hold on.
Listen, Mark
Hold on.
Levin to
Let
me
me
was on
finish.
his show.
Amy,
When you go,
my idea of what mega is would probably say this was enough to be like, fuck him. Fuck Trump.
well, they held hope, right?
Yeah. It's out. It's
There was
gone.
hope
The
held,
hope's gone.
and now I mean, well, I've been making fun of it as of recently, but now it's like a reality. I'm like, they're gonna wait till the last day where it's like, all right, we're going to war with Iran, and then they're like, damn, I fucked up by picking Trump. I'm like, dude, now, years and years of shit. Now you're, but go ahead, counter that, Amy. I guess.
This does not unify anything. It splits it down the middle.
And once again, Dubster, you saw the Matt Gaetz shit, right? Where it's like, oh shit, he was tricking us too, right? It should feel like a
Yeah.
fucking game got played on everyone. People should be.
I think they're going to spin it. That the pro-Israel side is going to be told, look, we stood up to them, we stopped their nukes. Israel
Yeah, but they
can't
always
be
do
nuked.
that. That's not different. They
No,
always have
no.
the meta narrative.
Let her go. Let her
Off.
go in that direction. I want to hear where she's going. Subs.
Okay, go
And
ahead.
the other side, they'll say, look, we did a very limited thing and we took care of the problem and now we don't have to go in and risk
That's
our
the
boys and all that
trick,
It's not
Amy.
gonna work.
Now, Amy, that's the trick,
It's not gonna
They
work.
always
right?
that.
Do you see that?
Well,
Is that what you're
gonna
thinking,
work.
Amy?
That's what he's going to do, though.
No, I'm saying, is that what you
Mark my words.
think? Do you think that's a trick, or do you think that's like a legitimate argument to make at this point?
Well, the whole thing's evil, but will it satisfy both sides? I
No,
do
no,
think
no,
it
no.
will.
I'm saying, like, are they purposely trying to trick people into saying, like, oh, it's just a one-off bombing and then we're done? Even though
trying to
Trump
cut
just
the
said that,
baby.
he's not doing that. He just said he's not doing that.
He's trying to split the baby. He's trying to get it both ways. Like, look, we took care of the
Either
problem.
way,
which
the
he
baby
did.
dies. So
Okay,
Yeah,
now I need to know the
but
reasons, the real
trying
reasons.
he's trying to get both sides to think he did what they wanted and they got him in there
For what
so that
purpose?
we know that though, but that's been the
get
thing.
his
I don't.
Congress in next time, so he'll win in the midterms. That's
You
what I'm
think
trying
this
to
is about
say.
They
midterms?
You
won't,
think it's
though.
like this simple
He
won't,
politics
though.
shit? You think this is all for that? Come on.
Look,
I don't know about that
the
one. man.
midterms is a symptom. You could say, like, you can't be a president or even a dictator if you don't have a power base behind you. You'll just be taken out. Okay,
But
so
he
you
just-
need your
But
power base.
Amy, he's
He
been
just broke the
speed
base.
running. He's been speed running through all this. Look at the breakneck speed of his policies up to this point. He's not even a fucking year in. He is speed running
but
all of this. So
Israel is getting bombed. You know that?
okay, but he's acting like he doesn't give a fuck about Congress winning Congress over or having a majority in Congress.
No, I think he's just whipping through all these things like, oh, I gave you guys this and this, and everyone's confused.
For a
and they
bragging
can't keep it
point?
up.
Come on.
No. It's listen,
okay.
no.
Okay,
It's what
sorry.
Bannon calls what Bannon. You have to listen to Bannon because he was his advisor in the first term. He
Bannon
says
knew about
you
this
flood
bombing,
the
by the way.
zone. Flood the
He just
zone.
wrecked
You
Bannon.
put
Bannon
all
didn't
this
want
stuff.
this.
It doesn't matter. He's not
Yeah.
his advisor now, but you can listen and learn from how he might be advised and think. So
Bannon's against this.
It's making me judge Bannon more than anything, but go ahead.
Oh, Bannon.
It doesn't matter. Like, just take the deep breath and disconnect your emotions and just look at the logic. Okay, so
I
Bannon
am.
says there's
That's the weird thing about it. I am.
Why can't you use both? I actually think that's a dangerous idea. I think you need to use
Well,
both as your
just
like using your instinct.
analyze it rationally and then take your position with your full ethics in play.
I'm using
That's
my
fine.
rational.
You can do
my
that. You can do
rationality.
all of You should actually be
God.
doing that all
Well,
at the same
not if
time.
I can't
I'm just
get through
saying.
the point
You shouldn't
because I have to figure out
compartmentalize. You should
what he is
probably
every
be
time I'm
using
talking.
all of your faculties when you're thinking about something and
My God.
deconstructing an
Okay.
idea. You should use all of your faculties, in my opinion.
I agree.
But
I'm just
you
gonna
know,
be quiet. I'm just gonna be quiet.
No,
well, if you're not going to use all your faculties,
Amy, she made a point. Just like hear it out and then go on with your point, while considering what she just said.
it's relevant because it's relevant to the point that she's making, like right away. Like it's actually immediately
But I
relevant.
keep getting interrupted because I hear, oh, well, this one's terrible and that one. I know they're all assholes. We know that.
That's not what I'm saying. You
Again.
said disconnect your emotions from the
Yes, so you
logic.
can.
No, that's dangerous.
God,
I disagree
From-
with that on a
from-
fundamental
from
level.
judging each person that I
agree with
mentioned
that.
so that we could get through it. Jeez, it's
You should
called.
never have emotions.
The point is, Bannon said after Trump got in the second time, he said yes,
You
he's
should be able to
flooding.
regulate your emotions anyway. You don't need to detach from your emotions if you know how to regulate them. If you can't do that,
Okay.
then you're weak.
I agree. But
Regulators.
Amy, please
Okay,
go ahead.
Amy.
No, no.
God bless. I'm leaving. I love you all. May we not.
Oh,
have
don't
nuclear
run.
war.
Don't run. Stay here, please. I beg you to.
Why are you scared?
I got a question. Amy.
Oh, don't
How
you
do
don't
I
need to
def-
pander with. Okay, whatever.
Please, dare you.
Okay,
What?
I'll ask.
There's no
I'll
need to
ask you
badger,
this
but you
question.
do your thing.
I didn't badger.
Yeah, you fucking badgered. I fucking heard you badgered, dude. You're gonna turn me into Gordon
Told
Ramsay
you.
right now, and I don't. Let's go on the topic.
I wasn't
Go ahead,
trying to
Dubster.
badger.
Whatever you're
Sorry.
saying. Good.
How do
I
I
don't badger
defend
anyone. I
now?
just speak my opinion, and I will whenever I feel like it.
I understand that. It's just,
And that's never gonna change ever.
and I like that. That's a good thing. It's just. Anyways, go ahead, Dubster.
until the Muslims invade and put you in a job.
You
Okay.
Wow.
you're stopping this for a troll?
you.
You're stopping this for a
Yeah.
troll? Okay, moving
Good
on.
one.
Moving on.
Okay, so
Good one.
how do I now
I-
defend against lefty?
No. Here's the thing. Can we piece together what the fuck Amy was saying? Because I think that was
You
scary.
don't
What I
even
just
know what I
heard.
was saying.
I'm not.
You don't know
I'm
what I
not
was-
dismissing what you were saying.
You
I'm
don't
saying.
know.
I'm not dismissing what you were saying. All I'm saying is where the direction it sounded like she was going is very interesting spot I want to touch on. If it's different, can you hold on to it, or if it's the same thing, like same topic, please go ahead, Dubster.
Well, can you give me a rundown of what she said exactly?
She's bringing up this idea of the split. Unless Dubster, you're going into this.
He's talking about the
Okay.
MAGA Civil War.
He's going into it. Okay. Good. Good.
How do I defend against the lefty? I'm arguing, saying that Trump's better because now he didn't start any new wars. How do I have that argument now?
I think
How can I defend Trump?
I think you
It-
suck
That's
it
what
up
I was going to ask Amy. I was
uh,
going to ask Amy.
Okay. I would say
Well-
that point was lost a long time ago, but
you suck it up.
we're in
and
a
trust the
different. I
president.
understand where we're at now. I get that. But I am curious about she's saying that made me flinch a little bit because I'm like, wait, what?
Just detach your emotions.
What'd you say? I was
and
just,
just
I,
use
do-
your
I was just talking to Scott Ritter, and
Yeah.
there's like a split with MAGA. I'm like, okay, I understood that already, right? We've been going over that as of recently.
Purportedly.
peddling a narrative.
Purportedly, there's a split.
Purportedly, exactly, right? And it's like, well, okay,
There's gotta
what's the weight of the arguments, and is it even the only two arguments? Because I'm in the camp of these motherfuckers are stupid.
She created a dialectic, and you had to choose.
These guys are dumb. That's where I'm at right now. Like, these are dumb.
You know
people.
what? You know what that was?
If they're still on there,
was-
they're dumb. Sorry,
That
Jesse.
was exactly what you guys. So I think earlier, although I missed it, you said that you and Dubster were trying to come up with some kind of scenario.
I know.
How
Yeah,
would you
we
explain
just made
this?
a video on that, dude.
You said, "How would you explain this?" Right? And she just did or attempted to.
No,
Like,
but the idea of limited strike, right? Okay, maybe I can see how people who don't look into all the information, all that shit, right? I can see how they might be like, oh, this is just a one-off, and that we're not actually at war, right? But for people that, once again, what did I say, Dubster? What's that?
The second they respond, it's not a one-off.
Well,
They're going
exactly.
to
Well,
respond.
that's exactly. Well, I assume
Yeah.
that's the case.
It
We did.
has to be.
That's what I wanted to say.
Their entire lives are threatened. The whole country,
I mean,
not
It
just
is.
the leadership.
Dubster, I was in the
It
middle
is.
of making a video where I ran saying even asset support to a country that's harming us, we're at war with them too. Like literally, same day.
Yeah.
Like, what the? You guys coordinate this shit or something? Like, what the fuck is this? But same day,
Probably.
like same fucking. I'm like, yeah, this is an act. I already called it. I already said the U.S. was at war. I already said that a while ago. I'm saying I was talking about the overt nature of it, where it's like, my fellow Americans, we're not going to war with Iran, like that type of shit, right? Which is what he did tonight. Although,
Yeah.
So
people are saying that's why I wanted to go on the Amy thing for a second. But go ahead, Jesse.
the argument for even attacking them, the fact that the statement that they're making nuclear weapons, and the weapons, of course, the argument is they want to destroy and basically terror attack Israel. So this is the type of people we're talking about, and the entire hope of after initiating war, now two nations initiating war with Iran,
After
is
building the
that
scenario in the
they're
first place,
so tempered and that they will turn their cheek to this action. They will not. They'll just end with peace after getting bombed. That's the hope, that they're not going to start attacking
No.
U.S. bases.
I don't think it's hope. I think it's come
opium.
on, motherfucker. No,
Yeah.
I think it's like it's I dare you. Keep it. Keep on.
No.
coming. Bring
That's
it
the administration. We're talking about the fans, right? The fucking followers, right? You don't think that with the followers,
like,
right?
how do you
Dubster?
believe both things, right? Like, these people are so evil, but they're also like, if you believe this is a one and done, like, how can you actually believe that these guys are so bad, but they won't act in response to this? Like really act and and start attacking everybody.
Well, Trump will say that they're scared.
Yeah, or that he made a deal. Oh, I showed my might, and Khomeini came crawling on the ground, beard touching the floor.
That's what he did with the
licking my
He was getting
Yeah.
smacked by the Houthis,
Yeah.
and he was saying he won.
Yep, and then he kissed. Then
And then
Khomeini
he kissed
kissed the ring, and the rest is history.
No, Trump is expecting them to retaliate. That way he can go
Yeah.
and do the regime change. That's all part of the plan.
I'm
And that's exactly
considering
how
Syria,
that's the Middle East operates.
but
He set it up where if they don't attack, he looks good. If they do attack, he won't get killed too much for it.
I'm
In his
expecting
mind.
Syria.
Kirsten, you got a little excited
Not
when you
expecting.
said
I consider Syria, Harrison, of we do some overt actions, but meanwhile, like the main point is we will get whatever because they've been selling this narrative the whole time. Iranians, they want freedom. They want freedom from this regime. Thus, they're implying that there's groups in there that are willing to take over.
Yeah.
They brought up the fucking Shah the Third or whatever the fuck his name is. They brought that guy up.
Patrick Bet David's been shilling on the Shah has been on Patrick Bet David's show for the last 2 years.
I had no
always thought
idea.
That was very odd.
That is weird. That is very weird.
Like James and I watched one of the episodes, and then there's this whole
what-
angle of the Shah,
Is that the Iranian guy that's pro mega?
I mean,
Iranian
the
Vince
PBD.
McMahon.
where's he been?
PBD
Like
podcast?
Europe and shit
Super
or something?
Trump. Yeah.
Right? He's been hiding out in Europe.
Yeah.
When his family got overthrown years ago or whatever.
The Shah.
The kid
over,
Shah.
Yeah, I think all over, probably some island in Spain and some other Luxembourg or one of those fancy.
Never has to work a day in his life.
Middle
He's chilling.
European
Yeah, I got it.
cottages. Mm-hmm.
No,
he's part of the
Cyprus. He was
Pavlovian
hanging out with Netanyahu last week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, he's friends with the Zionists now. So
yeah,
he's criticized.
They want him to go in there and replace the leadership there. 100%.
When has the Shah's not been friends with the Zionists?
Well, he criticized them before, so he has this weird street cred with the people who are I don't even know. It's just some.
That's what other nations do. That's what Jordanians do. That's what Egyptians do. But yet, Israel can fly over their airspaces and do weird shit in the Middle East, or they won't let Gazans into their fucking country. They'll be like, okay, we're gonna put up 7 barriers of blockage. Yeah, go ahead.
It's to give the narrative a little spice. It's and he criticized Zion. And they play that clip. It's one clip.
Yeah.
There's only one time that this opinion was expressed, and I don't know. I guess it's kind of like your high school football championship that you keep showing, roll the tape,
Damn.
Oh my god.
Dubster.
It's pretty pathetic, but I guess that's what they have.
His daughter is married to a Jew.
I just saw the
Crown
fool in the
Prince
fucking
of
yarmulke
Iran.
the other day.
His daughter is married to a Jew.
Who, Kushner?
He was at the fucking the Wailing Wall, or whatever the fuck, with a yarmulke on, doing the the way Trump was doing it. Looks when it was
this?
paper,
The Shah?
yeah. The one that's supposed to take power, right? That guy.
Mm-hmm, the son.
Yeah. He was on the Wailing Wall with the yarmulke on, doing the fucking prayer thing.
Oh yeah.
And it's
ever since
that's propaganda.
Iran-
Got it. That's narrative spinning shit or whatever.
Well, that's why they call Patrick Bet David Patrick Bet Starve David.
Starve David.
Jesus.
It's so good. He got so mad when someone called him that. He was like, "Yeah, you guys want to say I'm."
Just remember, YouTube. I didn't say that. Okay, that wasn't me.
It's so funny.
The evil
so
laugh.
Funny. He was
The evil
so
laugh.
offended. He was so offended that someone called him that. He quote tweeted it. I'm like, why would you bring attention to that?
Should we roam Twitter and see what these fools are saying out here?
There's one guy
wreckage.
on this show, Patrick Bet David's show, is fully
Which guy?
is all in on Israel just destroying
Adam?
them.
Oh, Adam.
Gotta be Adam.
That's the guy we saw.
Yeah.
That I've seen.
The guy who threw the tampon. Yeah.
At Anna.
Yeah.
Oh wait, Israel
he's a
attacked
douchebag
Lebanon
guy.
today.
They're in constant war
fraternity
over
guy.
there.
Zionist Ben Affleck.
No, he's his Zionist frat boy from Miami.
I want you
with a
to
tan.
check out I want you to check out Elon Musk so that he starts trending on your X again.
No, so Elon's not talking about politics anymore. He's been talking about his spaceships now and like
His spaceship just blew
technology.
up. It just blew up.
Yeah, I heard.
But
I don't think he
petrified
mentioned that.
is prison,
And
right?
he's automatically in my fucking thing, anyways.
Tom
Oh, I
Cotton
muted him so he
threatens
doesn't harm my
Iran.
thing.
See this
They
weird
better
shit?
not retaliate on U.S.
See this weird
assets
shit?
in the region.
This Ryan Dawson tweet. Tel Aviv can't hide. And you're showing like billing, just like, bro, these are fucking people,
He's
you
an idiot.
idiot. You fucking dummy. Why are there idiots on all sides of things? How?
Because
Over and
Oh,
over and
Jordan,
over. There's always a fucking idiot, and they get the loudest fucking microphones every time.
yeah.
How does that
Every
happen?
time.
Like, dude.
Hey Jordan,
what
I
are you
got a
doing,
video
man?
for you.
What do you got?
Well, you know,
Houthis are
he's playing
trending.
both sides.
I assume the Houthis started
one of
attacking
your
the US
go-to
again.
guys. One of your go-to guys.
Who are my go-to guys? Who? Anthony.
And
Go
stop
ahead,
sending
man.
me badger memes, James. I don't appreciate your harassment. I'm calling
Mark
you out.
Levin. Okay. That's
What, you don't like to be badgered?
I'm not a badger. I just, you know, if I smell
Yeah,
something,
You're a
if
quack.
something,
You're
if
not
something is smelly in the
you're a
deli,
quack.
it must be deli.
Yeah, that's right. You're just
Look
a
at
quack.
this fucking Nazi-like motherfucker. Let's hear this shit real fast.
He's my favorite radio host. Go
No,
ahead.
he's a miserable little fucking
Play some Mark Levin.
There we go.
What's he screaming about
The
today?
military has to be used if it's used by a
He's
smart commander in
frothing at the
chief.
mouth.
If it's used wisely, if it's used for a
There's
specific
foam coming
purpose,
out.
it gives us peace. So I want the so-called,
He sounds mad
I
when
don't know
he's
what
happy.
to call them. People running around
never
warmonger, the
happy.
sloganeers. There should be an
The
education for you too.
isolationist
There should be an
Islamo-Nazis.
education for you too. America,
Hey,
don't you
America,
feel relief?
okay.
Of course you feel
I want to
relief.
hold on. I
Because
want to
this
hear
is-
him say
this is-
Catarlson.
I can
I want to hear
hear
him say Catarlson.
I can hear the foam being built around
Chatsworth,
his
Catarlson.
face
Oh my
hole.
god, right on the side of his
Around his face hole. Spewing
He's
dumb
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm gonna fucking
Don't you feel relief?
Advisor
I'm
want
gonna
you, right?
crash out, dude.
Life,
There we go.
liberty.
And Levin. You should hear the intro to his show.
Jordan,
Because I listen to his
That's called
radio
three
show.
Nah, son,
L's.
don't do it. It ain't worth it, Jordan. Don't do
3
it.
L's.
Oh, this
You
is
should
to
listen
free
to his
Iran
intro.
Life,
life,
Levin, 3
calming,
L's.
and liberty.
He's about to.
It's Seb's
He's
playing
about to-
Uno, just
You about to
L
write
L
16 bars
L.
for you about to write 16
I said
bars
it.
for Mark Levin.
You have to
Wait,
have
wait.
some fun sometimes.
Wait, last tournament, did you win or lose?
I think I won that one.
No.
That was only one
Good
tournament.
play. Did you lose?
That was only one tournament.
Did you lose?
I don't remember.
Okay,
It
just
was a
check.
blur.
Yeah.
Badger.
By
tournament?
technicality, if
What's
I won,
tournament?
she lost. Technically. But anyways,
Just checking.
let's go with the other L haver named Mark Levin. Here we go. All right, let me back up a little bit.
Coming to you from a bunker.
He's
No, that's literally his intro, his radio intro. Because I'm a crazy person and I listen to his radio show on a weekly basis. So I'm very familiar with his intro song. And it's like coming to you live from the bunker of from an undisclosed location in a bunker.
Ew.
Damn, yo, you ever think of that?
so
You ever think about
corny.
that, Jordan? We
What's
had
that?
Hot
Go ahead.
97. We got Power 105. We got The Fan.
Yeah.
Sebs has all these creepers in fucking Washington.
No, he's got to be national, right? This guy, some sort of like
Well,
AM
these guys are
national
like-
radio.
He's with
or
the
something.
Heritage. He's with the Heritage Foundation.
Yeah, they probably
so
get
he's
free
national.
runtime in
He's
the-
syndicated, yeah.
bro.
Okay.
He's got tens of millions of listeners, though, like actual listeners for a long time. He's been riding Rush Limbaugh's coattails for a long time. So after Limbaugh,
That's what I heard about this
Passed
guy. This
away,
guy was
may
like
he
a
rest
fake
in peace.
Limbaugh. This guy was like a Limbaugh light.
Yeah.
yeah, well, he's like the Zionist Limbaugh, you know.
I use the word devil worshiper for a reason, to be so excited about like death and destruction happening around the world. Whether it's your quote unquote enemy or you just like the idea of bombs going off. I don't know what it is. It's a scary phenomenon.
Well, you dehumanize them. Like you get to decide who gets to exist.
Yeah.
The way that they do and where. You get to decide. It's you who is the like god of it. It's weird. It's this weird like
No, they can't think. You don't understand.
Yeah.
They're different.
like they're all like little fucking tyrants.
They don't think.
So-
Like, how do you get there?
The big question is,
Fuck, dude.
That's a
Well,
good question.
will Tucker Carlson and Steve Bannon go against Trump now?
Well, Dubster, I brought that up to you. Weren't here when I brought it up. I don't think. Where we were talking, right? We did a video, right? Pause. Major pause.
Whoa.
And you were like,
They're probably
"Oh,
afraid of
Bannon and fucking Carlson had a discussion with Trump, right? You said that, right? Like a day or two ago.
Or yesterday, yesterday or the day before.
And it's like, and I hear Bannon where he's like speaking in fucking code. It's like, you're a fucking coward, dude. You're a coward. Sorry,
Dude,
you
he's a
lost points
weirdo.
for me, not gain points, just because you're sad about this happening. You lost points, dude, because
never
you
had
knew about
points to
this. You didn't say
begin with.
anything. It's weird. I don't know.
Bannon's never had points to begin with. No offense. Just it's.
Oh, I agree. Like, I didn't hold him in high regard.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
Fan exposed. Yeah.
if I take you as on surface level of where you're at,
Yeah. of
you
how
find
people
out
see
about
him, I
this shit,
understand.
and you don't fucking open your mouth
Like, to me,
beforehand.
it's like, look at how he. First, of all, he's a Goldman
Oh.
Sachs guy who's like now dresses all
Yeah, pause.
frumpy and weird, has 3 pens every time. He's weird. He is a weirdo.
Dude's a
I'm just
fucking
saying.
pretender, bro. Come on.
Well,
He's
that's
like
what
a
I'm
fake
saying,
slob.
James.
He's a
Actually,
fake slob.
that's the main story here. Is that people keep falling for like these full of shit motherfuckers over and over, full of shit or dumb, or they don't know what the fuck they're doing type shit, and they accept it.
Yeah. Or crazy. Or like insane people like Candace Owens.
It's like the
and
standards
Tim
don't
Pool.
count. It means nothing.
I zoomed
Then
in
what's
on
the
that
point?
map on the screen, and those 3
Yeah.
things, they put like the radioactive symbol on those 3 things.
And they're all
Oh,
located
God.
right
Does that
next
mean-
to each other. The way Iran
Does
wanted
that mean
it.
like because
Yeah.
they bombed them that the whole area is radioactive now? Maybe.
Now they're saying those are
Yeah.
nuclear sites.
That
They're
would
saying that.
require there to be nukes there. Duh.
Well, they could just be uranium, which
Oh my
they
god.
do have.
All right, let's hear Marky Mark here. There we go.
Yeah, up to
Warmonger,
a
the
certain
slogan is,
percent of enrichment.
Okay, let him
Okay.
talk about the isolationist Islamo-Nazis. Go ahead.
All right, it's 40 seconds. I'm going right back to the beginning and let it play in full context. Here we go.
times the military
Full
has to be
Devorshman
used
context.
if it's used by a smart commander-in-chief, if it's used wisely, if it's used for a specific purpose, it gives us peace.
Literally fine.
So I want the so-called,
Correct.
I don't know what to call them, people running around, warmonger, the sloganeers. There should be an education for you, too. There should be an education for you, too. America, don't you feel
You sound
relief?
so excited. It's
Of
weird.
course you feel relief. Because
They
these
get boners off of this
Islamo-Nazis were building nuclear weapons to attack us, too, with intercontinental ballistic missiles. Guess
Might
what?
be
You can go
cannon
to
fodder.
peacefully tonight. No, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Not because of Obama, not because of Biden, not because of the Democrats, not because of some
my God.
Republicans, because of Donald Trump. Sometimes the military has to
It's
be
just
used
so
if it's used by a...
I need this other guy's name because this guy's cannon fodder. Let's be honest. He's here
Absolutely.
to
He's
be
old world.
to get beat up, right? By
Every time he
by
said,
the internet.
every time
Huh?
he sounds Jews,
Verbally beat up by the internet.
sound
Like,
like Jews.
like, oh, you're
I think
trash.
that's
We
how
hate
he
this
sells
guy.
it.
He sucks. And it, like
He
He's
mentioned the
old school.
Democrats. So that's how. Now that he mentioned the Democrats, like you can't support.
I just want the guy's name on
Democrats
record.
is against the Democrats, so it's you have to support it.
Fucking debate. Yeah.
Candace.
Which guy?
All right.
Candace
Oh, the
Owens.
Zero Hedge thing?
Robert Spencer.
Oh, this-
That's
Yeah,
the guy's
that-
name.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, this guy's cannon
Okay.
fodder for us to feel like we're it feels like we're
He's
fighting
probably from
against
some, like,
war.
think tank.
Yeah, probably.
He's probably from some think tank somewhere. Okay, I see him. University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, MA. Okay. Okay, Greek Orthodox Church. And the Catholic Church. Who joins the Catholic Church? See, red
How
flag.
do you join both? How do you join
No,
both?
that's what I'm saying. Okay. All right.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying the
Yeah.
timeline of scenario, like, because I do videos, right? So I'm actually like
Yes.
capturing kind of the stories as they're happening, and some things I don't do videos on that I still like mentally capture. And it's like, if you're paying attention to that because it's the biggest story in the world right now, how are you not like
Mhm.
staring at it like very like it's uncanny? Like I said, like it's
Yeah.
just like, what the fuck am I
Okay.
looking at?
Oh, okay. So this guy, Spencer, he was actually a fellow of Frank Gaffney. who was one of the security, like the defense policy analysts from the Bush administration.
Huh.
Of
course.
So,
he's a good guy to make Dave look good and make Matt Gaetz look good. He'd be a perfect candidate. And his arguments were dog shit.
Yeah.
So it's like, why are we?
Yeah.
What was I saying,
so
Jesse?
he concentrates a lot on like Islamic supremacism. It's an inherently violent religion. Yeah, he's one of the the Muslim Brotherhood. Oh Lord, have mercy. So he's Mm-hmm.
I mean, I looked at it.
of
I'm
that
like,
ilk. Yeah.
this guy, like, his
Cannon
arguments
fodder
are
is probably
so
the correct.
horrendous. It's like you don't have to debate him. That's how, like, on the surface, for the audience that they're talking to, right? From Zero Hedge to OAN to whatever, Rumble, wherever the fuck it is, right? Whoever they're talking to, this guy looks like the guy getting beat up, and Dave looks like the winner, and Matt Gaetz looks like a good guy. And then we see that this fucking tweet from this guy today. Like, while he brought it up as a point of criticism for this guy.
Yeah.
Maybe his tone maybe was different. Maybe I'm fucking that up mentally or memory wise. Maybe he was like, "Well, let me ask you a real question of, hey, what if it's just a one-off? It's a bomb dropped, we win, we go away. What about that?" But it felt like emotionally, what I remember emotionally was this guy said something to this guy in the question in regards to like, yeah, but like, do you really think it's realistic? Like, he didn't say these words, but I'm saying like what he maybe meant by it out loud at least was, hey, what if this one-off thing is not really the real deal? Just like Iraq was claimed to be a one-off, right? We go there, we create some freedom, we leave. What if that's not the case? Wasn't Matt Gaetz saying it that way? Or sorry, go ahead.
Well, I realized, like, if you want to sum up what Dave Smith said, it's basically, how do we know the term forever wars? From experience.
Yeah. But Dave's, I think he's bad at debating. I think he let himself get led astray by questioning, but whatever.
Oh yeah, he won the best.
On YouTube with the transcript to find it.
Is this on YouTube? Do you have transcripts on
Well, this Robert Spencer guy, he was banned from the UK for a while for
He was
I don't know
what?
what. He was banned from entering the UK. They were just like, you can't come here.
For what?
Because of I guess the way he was criticizing the Islamo-Nazis that took Islamic supremacists that took over London, and the ban was criticized by author Douglas Murray. So he's of that, like, he's of a very specific ilk. So he probably works for, he's easy to, I see it.
Yeah.
Events, wrote for Breitbart, yeah.
I heard him talk a little bit. I'm like, this guy's full of shit. He's not like really here to actually debate and like find the merits of arguments. It's actually here for narrative spinning. And Dave just let him do that, and Matt Gaetz let him do that. Straight up. They both let him like fly on that. I'm like, yo, this guy's a lie. He's lying to you. He's lying. Call him out for lying. Instead, they just pivot to another topic. Well, what about this? What about Israel doing this, or the U.S. doing that, or Iran doesn't have that? And it's like, dude, the point is, like, once you realize you're in a dishonest argument, point out that he's a fucking liar. That's now the main point. If you're honest, if you're arguing with someone honestly, right? An honest person who actually believes that, oh, Israel's the good guy, U.S. is the good guy, Iran's the bad guy. Let's say they honestly believe that for whatever reason. Then you can actually have a discussion. But if the guy is here to subvert any discussion and lie to you and your audience, then what if the main point is to point out that he's lying. That's it. You don't need to argue the merits of it because he's not here on merit. Duh.
Yeah.
But then again,
but even the true believer will sometimes argue the same way. Really annoying.
I mean,
it's like, do you realize you're doing these mental gymnastics? And you try to paint it, and then it's like they just won't engage with that argument. And it's like, what am I supposed to do with that?
I stop and say, hey, man, are you lying? I just ask him bold-faced, like, are you lying? You lying to me?
Yeah.
Iran is taunting right
Dave
now.
doesn't have the, what's that, Harrison?
Iran is taunting right now. They're publishing stuff on the internet saying that they moved all their enriched uranium away from those facilities weeks ago.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's
I
what I'm
mean,
saying. It's
that'd
like
be
it doesn't
figured.
even.
Yeah.
But we would have saw that on satellite, so they're lying.
Nope.
Yeah,
This
he
is
said that in the
No,
beginning.
I don't think
Trump
it's
said
about
this was a
enrichment.
one-off.
I didn't even
Trump
know
is
about
not
that,
gonna.
but like it just
Trump is
logically
not gonna
didn't make
bottom
sense
again.
that they would be
Right.
there.
This scenario is not about enrichment. No one cares about enrichment. What the
Yeah.
U.S. is, it's not about enrichment. They don't care. They don't give a fuck about
No,
that.
it's a symbolic act. It's a very
Yes.
symbolic act. Like that's the thing. It represents something else. There's a larger. It represents like a shift or like an expanding of some sort of parameter to allow other things to happen.
Yeah.
So it's not
Harrison,
necessarily
Trump doesn't
about
get a
the
redo.
location.
Yeah.
Trump doesn't get a redo.
But it was successful.
Exactly. Thank you,
But
Jesse. Yes.
it's a one-off.
Successful. Mission accomplished.
It's a one-off.
Capital S
I'm
success.
pretty sure they're lying because we would have saw that in satellite. We're not going to waste those expensive ass 30,000
Again, you're missing the point though.
when the
for,
shit's
like,
not even there.
Poor Harrison. I don't think he realizes.
It's okay. It's okay, Harris.
Trump had one shot,
You
bro.
really
He doesn't
think-
get to do this twice.
Okay.
You really
Eminem,
think
thank
that
you
move that
for your
shit-
contribution.
How much money
Them
did
those-
the U.S.
them
waste
the
with the
rules.
Houthis, Harrison? Can you tell me the
Who
number?
they got? Underground tunnels? Are they like the Hamas now? They got underground tunnels. They're moving that shit around underneath Iran. Because that's the only way they would be able to do it without us knowing.
Well, they're Iranian. They dig tunnels.
I'm just saying. I was just gonna ask, like, what did the Houthis do in regards to the U.S. Right? As far as like what the U.S. narrative was, and how much money was quote unquote spent on it. You said like, well, we waste these bombs on this. Well, what were we doing over there? What was the point of that? And like, I think you start painting a picture that these guys don't care. They don't care about us. They don't care about our fucking debt. It's not their debt. It's quote unquote our debt, or whatever. Like these, like I don't think they give a fuck about that shit, bro. I'm sorry. I think
It's like chicken feed for the peanut gallery. Like, here you go. Like, fight about the scraps that we're gonna throw at you.
we'll just give another contract out to another developer to make another bunker buster. It keeps the economy moving, keeps the transactions
Well, and they make the money out of thin
flowing.
air, literally, and it's kind of like
Yeah.
backed up by like faith, just like anything else.
And if our shit crashes, Trump will not feel it.
No.
These guys will not feel that shit, bro. It is what it is.
Yeah.
They're good. Anyways,
Candace
Harrison,
Owens,
since
check
they're
out what she's
lying,
saying.
Is this
Yeah.
over?
What is-
This is over, right?
on Twitter. Or
I want to
Twitter,
hear
yeah,
some. Just check Twitter. It's probably easier.
yeah.
We'll see some anti-war MAGA responses.
Those things don't go together.
According to Laura, we have been saved
Not a
from a
thing.
nuclear holocaust. Well, there's okay. Mom will cover this. Donald Trump is going down in history as the most influential president in U.S. history. She's full of shit. She's obviously full of shit.
Not the peace president.
Just the problem. The problem
Not
with
the peace
Laura
president.
Loomer is that she's too stupid. She's too obviously like dumb to where like she fucks up the narrative thing. Like you got to be like slicker about it. She's just bad at it. Anyways, there
She's
is
playing her part.
no one greater. Shame on those of you who called him a warmonger. He just saved us all from a nuclear holocaust. God bless him. I mean,
Good bless him. Not God. Good
oh my God!
bless
I
him.
actually, I stared. I looked. I'm like, I'll correct this mentally. Don't worry. God bless him. Like, oh wait, good bless him. Got it. Anyways,
The fourth.
yeah, she's actually really dumb. Candace is slick. She's clever, bro. Laura
full
Loomer is
payload
dumb
of
as rocks,
bombs.
bro. She's a dumb person.
Hold on. Go to the next one down.
Laura Loomer is a pundit, like a very transparent operative, like political operative.
Yeah,
Like that's her job.
she's really
Yeah.
dumb too. Like she's like
Yeah.
Tim Pool without the
that's
audience.
right.
I think. I think she's like
Yeah.
that level, like stupid. A
What is
full
the
payload
reference
of
here?
bombs was dropped, followed by
She's their like fake bulldog.
yeah. Now's the time for peace. Utterly deranged. If we had raised the $100 million Adelson gave him, like see where she goes. You see where she goes?
I don't know what that is.
She's-
That
she's good
Sheldon
friends
what is that
Adelson.
reference?
Sheldon
She's good
Adelson.
friends with,
and
she's
Miriam
good friends with
Adelson.
Nick
Into a-
Fuentes. So that's all I need
It's an
to know.
APEC thing.
Yeah.
Is that an
No.
APEC thing?
It's not ape. It's whatever the Jews, the Israel people, whatever. That's the idea. Remember the whole RFK is blackmailed by, the Israel lobby. Remember that shit? Remember that bullshit thing we went over, like hour by hour went over? Remember that shit, Dubster? Like she's doing that here with him.
The USS
With
Liberty.
Now,
video and all
for sure, Miriam or Sheldon or both combined could have gave him $100 million, right? For sure that can happen. But does that mean he works on behalf of, like, he's a gangster with them? They're gangsters working together, in my humble opinion. But if you spin it this direction, guess what people walk away with? Instead of staring at Trump like, yo, he's the problem, they start looking at some other shit. And you miss out on the actual direct, in-your-face corruption.
Because Trump's a good guy. This is just.
But
It's just
Jesse,
compromised, bro.
let's say Candace does some sort of corrupt thing. Guess what? We skip out on it and focus on Israel instead. Well, listen, we'll get to Candace one day. One day we'll talk about Candace Owens. Right now, we need to deal with the bigger threat, which is that tiny island that's shaped like New Jersey, or size of New Jersey. Let's focus on that thing instead. And you see how
Let's deal
you
with
end up
it.
missing out on the problem, the actual problem. You miss out on it because the little fuck faces come in here and spin the narrative for you, and now you follow that.
I'm ready to deal with it. I'm
I
ready
saw
to
the
deal with it.
lady
I'm
from,
wrecked.
I don't know if you know who Medea Benjamin is.
Yeah,
She's the
Code Pink. Yeah.
Yeah.
She gets kicked out of a
tweeted-
lot of places.
Yes,
Great.
she tweeted about Candace Owens today, saying, "Oh, like my favorite quote from a right winger today," and it was Candace Owens saying something criticizing Israel, and I'm like, "Excuse me,
Well, here's the thing.
why are you using this source? That doesn't make any fucking sense."
I stopped listening to the video when she started full blown promoting. What was it?
Promoting what?
No, when in the last presidency, she's saying we got to vote Democrat.
Oh yeah, they always do that. California liberals. No, I just thought it was really odd. I'd never seen her, and I checked. She'd never really talked about Candace Owens before, and she's kind of one of those, like, as people would call woke, like people who would be like,
Yeah.
oh, well, this protest has racist people in it, we're not going.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Like they do a lot of indigenous rights stuff. So I just thought it was really odd that she was like, I don't know exactly what it said, but she was quoting Candace, and she was saying how she really liked how that quote from the right winger, like favorite quote from a right winger of the day.
Hey, sometimes you got to cross the aisle and shake hands and build a coalition of the populace,
clearly.
of the real populace, right?
Yeah,
But you,
it's part of
you vote-
Candace's
Fuck
rebranding.
my life, dude.
She told us that Biden was for peace. That's why she was voting for him.
That wasn't Candace. No chance.
Oh no.
Hey,
Medea.
By the way,
yeah, okay,
what-
that makes sense.
Yeah, she
Full
usually.
endorsement.
Anybody got a calendar in front of them? What is 2 months and 3 weeks from now?
I don't care to do that right now. I'm gonna be real with you. I do not feel like doing
No,
it.
because Alex Jones said I predict that Iran will have regime change in 3 months.
Is that old or new?
Said that the day that Iran or Israel bombed Iran last Friday.
Oh man. Yeah. I mean, well.
Oh, on
you
that
kinda
day?
sold this.
A lot of people started talking about the regime change but they keep talking about like an uprising from
But Alex
Iranians.
Jones has inside sources
Yeah, and
and the playbook.
everybody does that. It's like
Last thing on the
They're
canon,
just-
yeah. Last,
And hidden knowledge.
they're with the program. If they're saying
And
that
his
shit.
his family is connected.
last thing on the Candace thing. Now you're seeing where bombs are falling on Israel, right? I guess the world has changed now, but when we were seeing that, it's like, and you see people cheering and saying, "Look what you get," type of shit, right? I'm like, those are the things that worried me originally about like these guys just going with, "Oh no, it's not Trump. He's being controlled by Israel," or the U.S. is controlled by Israel, or whatever narrative they come up with, right? Israel's dragging the U.S., right? Israel's blackmailing the U.S., like on and so forth. It's like, yo, how come you can't sit still? If you see a corrupt action, call it out as corrupt. How come you can't do that? Why does it need a whole fucking Disney story behind it? Why does it seem like it needs like fucking scriptwriters behind the whole fucking thing? Why? Why do we do that? Why do we do that to our fucking selves like that? It needs to have like a cute like narrative fucking engrossing your emotions and personality into the story thing. Why can't you just look at it like, yeah, that guy shot that guy. That's bad. How come we can't caveman the shit out of it? How come we can't do that? God, we're fucking horrendous. We are terrible. We suck, dude. We actually suck. We're awesome too, but we fucking suck, dude. We're terrible, bro. Like, I don't think we understand. Like, I get it. Like, we're talking shit all. We are in a weird fucking place right now, as far as socially. The world is now different. You know, heads up. The world is now different. I'm fucking wrecked, dude. How is this okay? And instead, it's an entertainment show. People are like, oh my God. Like we're characters watching the movie play out. That's where we're at right now. And it's like, please care. Please. That's all I beg. If anyone hears me saying this, I beg you to care. I beg you to. Just care. Like, define it, look into it, care. I beg you to. Don't be some fucking loser that's just letting the script roll by on someone else's fucking direction. Be the person. Be the main guy or main girl or whatever. Anyways, whatever. Here's John Fetterman. As I've long maintained, this was the correct move by Trump. Iran is the world's leading sponsor of terrorism and cannot have nuclear capabilities. I'm grateful for and salute the finest military in the world.
They just copy and paste each other?
Probably.
Here's the email for the Democrats and for the Republicans.
Like, don't be this guy's. Maybe John Fetterman's a special case, but don't be his fucking secretary then. Don't be his secretary. Or his office guy or girl. Or whatever. An assistant. Like, yo, you're trash. I'm out of here. Please,
Pakistan's
someone
back
do.
down.
What'd you say?
So
Pakistan what?
Pakistan has backed down. They a senator called out leadership saying, you gave America access to our bases so they could attack Iran. This was earlier today.
You gave access to our bases.
As in Pakistan provided our bases for them to land on.
Pakistan and America have a very close military relationship.
Yes.
Like, you get that, right?
Yes. But he's bringing it up because
like
it's... He's saying that, I think, because of the narrative. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like when Pakistan say that earlier, like, oh, we're going to nuke Israel. How? Literally, you have, like, they're completely embedded with the U.S. intelligence.
Right.
In Pakistan.
They
from
are,
Islamabad to...
Their people, since the 70s, through their moms, IMAM, like their preachers.
Their imam, yeah, I understand.
Their mommies, yep.
They have been saying, we're going to nuke Israel.
It's not their mom, it's their imam. But yeah, go ahead.
I know. I was...
No, I was talking to Dubster, but yes, their moms.
Yeah.
Their moms are telling them what?
They're gonna nuke
Iron
Israel.
Dads.
Since the 70s, They've been
Yeah.
saying that.
And
And
we have
it's
to reiterate, Jordan, the selective reporting motherfuckers were giving, bro.
Oh yeah.
Everybody on each side is only highlighting positives, and
Oh
they're
yeah.
not really looking at the negatives.
Oh
no, but
yeah.
that threat didn't
Oh,
even make sense to me, Dexter,
Mainstream
because it's like
United.
because of how engrossed the U.S. is in the Pakistani like.
well, I put it on here a few days ago. I can't remember when, but it's back in the day where Netanyahu's like, first we need to take out Iran, and then we'll take out Pakistan. And it was like a fuzzy video. It looked like it was from the 90s.
I believe Iran has like proxies through Pakistan for sure, and Afghanistan, Iraq, of course, Syria, all that. So it's, I mean, it is what it is. They all have their proxies
Mm-hmm.
doing bullshit.
Pakistan is who they worked with to do that whole Osama. Osama.
Well, that's what they say, but
Sorry.
I don't really understand how. I just know that like they have relations with
Osama's
different
never
parts
been seen
of
again.
that
He's
area.
never been seen again.
Yeah.
Was that joke I said? It's Hitler and Bin Laden on a beach sipping Mai Tais.
They're in the Seychelles right now.
They're chilling
With Epstein.
Mhm.
with
Mhm.
Epstein. Exactly with Epstein. Oh, I fucking
Exactly.
hate everything. All right. I mean, I got nowhere else to go, man. It is what it is. Self-reflection, I guess, is the idea. If Trump said no, or Trump or his like influencer or something like that was saying like, oh, Trump's all about peace and he's not going to do anything for real, or by some sort of chance that you're still buying into, just like Syria, right? Remember Syria? People were like, well, there was no one there when he bombed it, so thus, it's part of the plan. It's 5D chess. If you're in that territory, Lord help
God help
you.
you.
Yeah.
Literally.
Lord help
God
you.
help you.
Surrounded by neocons that he picked.
Their has been completely empty. Like there's like accounts like this type of stuff where they showcase Iranian bombs hitting, and it's like braggadocious. I'm like, who the fuck is looking at this shit and being like giddy about it and happy? And guess
Weirdos.
what? Guess what? They're out there. They're out there. People not from Iran out there saying shit like that.
Mhm.
And I'm like, ew. From Dawson to Syrian girl to Jamal to fuck.
They're all hawks.
Names I could
they
think
were saying
of.
the same shit about Ukraine. I saw what they were writing about Ukraine.
That
It
I'm
was
way more
like some
ignorant on.
Nazi shit.
Yeah, she's right about that. That's why
It was
I
some
always tried to
Nazi
tell you about
shit.
tomorrow, Jordan. Like, the
It
way
was
this
so
guy
weird.
talks
And
about Ukraine.
yeah,
Yeah.
we've done shows about that, Anthony. Like we've
Yeah.
specifically about that. It's so weird. Actually, one time Greg and I did a show about comparing like the Palestine thing to Ukraine when the Ukraine thing was happening, in terms of like some of the narratives that we were hearing from the alternative media.
Mm-hmm.
Really weird. Like kind of talking about Russia's preemptive strike as a defense, like literally exactly how Israel just did their narrative. It's rather interesting.
Yeah.
Like just even rhetorically. Yeah.
Oh.
She's right. Then, like, what is it? What was it? 2022. 3 years later, they get to say the same thing in reverse.
In reverse.
Not see the
That is
irony.
the paradox. I'm like,
Yeah.
this doesn't make any sense. And then that's when Amy told me to shut the fuck up, that I should be happy that I was in this country and I should be going along with the anti-war people.
I mean, Amy's a
Rhetorically,
Hall
it
of
is
Famer.
intended
Amy
That
somehow
I had experience
came to
with.
the same conclusion in both scenarios. Somehow Amy came to the same conclusion. Yo, shut up. Yo, this might be good. Both scenarios.
That I've had with. Granted, I'm way more ignorant on that Ukraine Russia shit when it was happening, like when it popped off and all that shit. I was not like locked
No,
in
they were
like that, but
they
I've
kept
heard some
calling
of these
it-
arguments. Yeah.
All the pro like Russia people kept calling it like a small tactical strike. Like it's just a tactical strike. Like Vanessa Beeley, all these people, like these experts, these Syria, like Middle East, Palestine experts, talking about how Russia was just like, strike here and there. It was just a small military operation. It's not a invasion. It's a small military operation. It was like their party line. And I'm like, this is weird. And then you saw Jackson Hinkle and those guys making videos about like how Putin's sending the Nazis to hell.
The hell, he's
gonna be blowing
liquefying
them
the
up in their
Nazis.
tunnels.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
another
he-
one.
He volunteers for them.
Yeah, they're doing the same fucking thing in this war. Crazy, huh? Same
Yeah.
fucking thing. Word for word. I mean, like
And- oh, and
mixtapes
then I
on the
saw
of
opposite
bomb
side of the
dropping.
defense.
Mixtapes of them.
Exactly.
the
And then
fuck are
Cornel
you,
West
bro?
was on Convo Couch with Pasta talking about this and like saying how he didn't, agree with the Russia invading thing. And then the Trump thing, it was super weird. Pasta was just like, how could you say that? Like you sound like,
Mhm.
you're repeating State Department talking points. And
Mhm.
then Cornell was very, like, he was like, excuse me? Like, he's like, I know you're not
Yeah.
talking about me.
Yeah.
That's all right.
So that, it just didn't work. But it was so weird because it's just they all just like became kind of like imperialists in a way, like in just the thing that they like claim to hate, colonialism. I'm like, oh, you're okay. So you viscerally hate that thing because like there's a part of you that like you're okay with that. I guess in certain scenarios.
For me, once again, go ahead, Jesse. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, that thing just it kept going, right? It wasn't over, and
Mhm.
so they just wanted it to like they want like complete Russian dominance, and for a win. Basically, the whole
yeah.
Scott Ritter thing. It's like, how do we strategize to
Well,
have
Scott
Russia
Ritter
win
called
this?
Scott Ritter called Ukrainians rabid dogs that need to be shot down. He said that several times. Once on Franco's show in front of Franco, and Franco didn't even say anything. I made a video about it. I'm like, Franco, what the fuck is this?
I've heard him
Seriously?
about the Iranian shit, so I'm well
Yeah,
aware.
he said Ukrainians are like
dumb
rabid
fuckery of
dogs.
that
They need to
guy.
be shot down. I'm like, oh, okay. This guy's a weird. This guy's a weirdo.
He's the peace guy.
I mean,
Peacenik.
listen, I'm not going to tell anyone to think the way I think. I'm just going to tell people my standards for things. And I,
Well, that's all you can
on
do.
purpose, look at more. I agree, yeah. I try to look through a moral lens in any of these scenarios. So when I see any of these people, regardless of my actual assessment, right, I might judge Jamal different than Hinklefeet or Matt Gaetz or Vanessa Beeley versus Franco versus any of these fucking guys, Pasta, whoever the fuck, right? I may judge their scenarios differently, on my opinion though, but the main point is, morally, like, no, none of you passed the fucking buck, bro. Or none of you passed the fucking line. Sorry, guys. And playing me mixtapes of of buildings blowing up or dead bodies and shit like that because it's the wrong team. Sorry, does not work in my world. So, it is what it is. I expect stuff like that because, in my opinion, these guys' standards are not that.
No.
It's not that. It's literally, they see a kid getting killed on the side of the road, but they see George W. Bush killing a kid down, like, way down the road. They say, all right, fuck that kid. I need to stop this one because it's more important narrative-wise. Get the George Bush one. Right?
Yeah.
It's become a bigger, like, meanwhile, it's like, but they're same scenario, dude. Same horrible thing is happening. But they pick sides anyways. And that's the thing where I'm like, that's why you guys are trash. Like, as soon as the times change, where instead of it's Israel dominating Gazans, now it's, in their minds at least, Iranians dominating Israelis. Now it's an okay thing to happen. This is what you get. See? Humble pie. Karma.
Like, congratulations, you've dehumanized Israelis.
Exactly. But who cares about that, Sebs? Who cares about that? Who cares? Humanizing. This is about winning the narrative at the end of the day. It's not about it's not about humanity at all for these fools. What I've seen. It's not about that. It's about winning. Win the narrative so that one day you can make it humanized. That's what it is. Make the world, in their minds, a better place So then you can humanize. Until then, it's the good guys versus the bad guys, and that's it. And it's fucking scary, actually, because people behave like that. It's not some sort of isolated incident of like, damn, what a fucking anomaly. It's not that. It's actually like these guys do shows daily. Jamal pumps out videos daily. I'm sure Hinkle's on Twitter all day and night, every fucking day. And it's just like, that's how big events happen, little by little. What did Trump do tonight? Do tonight, right? Where he bombed them, right? In Iran? That was a summation of a bunch of incidents that happened over a period of time. It wasn't just, all right, I'm going to bomb Iran. Like, no. There was an event that happened that led to event, that led to event, that led to event, and there's events in between all those things. It's constant, meaning at some point you got to put your fucking foot down and say, okay, I'm done with anything that's bullshit. But instead we have personal script writers say, oh no, Trump did that because he's trying to save us from a future war, or Trump's going to protect us from this or that.
Gonna unify the base.
At what point is it like, yo, okay, I'm done with this? At what point?
He wants votes.
Well, it's like, I expect more people to just give up than like actually like stand up for like righteousness, which is also a scary thought. Like, oh fuck, they're all corrupt, I give up. Versus like, oh, you're full of shit? Fuck you. I'll be the right one then. I'll be the good guy. I'll hold the fucking torch. But I don't think people do that.
He's fooling the warmongers into peace.
That's my wreckage right there. Yeah, he's gonna trick them.
Well, doesn't that take it takes like a certain drive, a certain amount of integrity, courage, and like.
It's a rites of passage, Sabs. It's a rites of passage. It's the choice to try to do the right thing, like for real. It's just choice, just doing it. No one's better or worse than anyone else. It's just someone that chooses to do that, like go down that path. That's all it is. It's not some super mad, like, oh my God, you're Jesus reincarnated, you're Buddha reincarnated, you're whoever, right?
But it takes
it's
a
not that
drive, right? Like that's the thing. It's like you can't teach anybody that. It's not like information. It's just like
exactly.
It's something else.
It is not given. It's fucking taken. It's not given. It's taken. Someone takes that shit. They take the fucking torch and say, "It's my turn. I'm doing this. I'm doing this no matter what." But this is planet Earth.
Well, that's why I kept stressing that using all of your faculties at the same time, because I feel like the goal is to just like take certain faculties away from people or like depress them so that they can be super reactionary on one side, which is like a scary thing because it's actually really important and it's part of regulating like self-reflecting and all that.
Yeah.
Which is why like my reaction is like that when I hear that, because it's like no, I don't like, that's a dangerous idea. Stop. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
No.
I heard and I appreciate that. It's just like if she's gonna freak out, So I'm like, please, like, just let her say it, throw it out there, and then. But no, I agree. I do agree with your point. I agree with that, 100%. It's just that's another level of argumentation where I don't know. I'm not sure if she was mentally anywhere near. Just no offense to Amy, no offense to her. I don't think she's anywhere near that area, so it's like that's where I was coming from, at least. I don't know.
Well, she talks about cognition and logic and reasoning and emotions and intuition.
I love Amy as just a human being, right? But it's like she's not want to go there, in my humble opinion. Forgive me, Amy. Sorry, but I don't think you want to go there. Or maybe one day. Maybe you're more focused on the political nature of things happening in this situation. Thus, you will like willy-nilly say things. But whatever.
Well, you definitely have to go there if you're in politics.
I agree.
Like you have to. Like if you're analyzing anything or deconstructing anything.
I agree.
Like it's part of the process. There's no destination really. It's always a process. It's like an ongoing. Never
I don't know what you two morons are thinking,
Oh my
Trump
god.
united the anti-war with the war people tonight.
He turned them into one blob of meaningless rhetoric. Love that. That's brilliant. Can't wait for more of that. A meaningless blob.
So more of the same.
And they're all going to vote out Massey, even though not any of them live in Kentucky.
Nah, there's no way this is popular, right? Like egotistically, right? Dubster. There's no way that people are.
Look, the polls told you they were not popular.
Exact. Well, fuck polls. Just like the way I smell people. Pause. Like
Well,
it doesn't seem
I'm
like
saying
anyone wants this.
the polls on
What
the
is LinkedIn
specific
saying?
two, the polls on the
Just checking on
specific
the
two
libs.
people that asked us. That's where I'm stuck. It's Charlie Kirk and Thomas Massey. They're nothing alike.
I agree. Yeah, but Charlie's been like
And they both got basically the same answer.
Charlie's words
But
of
they
lately.
both funnel the people to the same location or
Yeah.
destination, in my opinion. Ultimately,
I
that's
agree.
the thing. They might be two wings of like a big faction, but it's like they kind of they act as filters, and then they get brought into like the larger, like, I don't know.
I would say Charlie Kirk is like Charlie Kirk is pro-war, and I think he was stunned by the response he got.
I doubt it.
Oh, this
The
fool
way
made.
he talks,
Maybe.
he's a pro-war guy. Charlie Kirk's a pro-war guy. He is. USA is right there in the RNC. He doesn't ever get
I
kicked out of the
understand that.
RNC.
I understand that. But I don't think he's really surprised. I think these people know where the narrative's shifting, which is why they're not just coming out and like being belligerent with their language. They're trying to see where everybody is, because that, like, they know where the, like, they're not, in my opinion, they're not confused. These people have like marketing people and
I can't say I know.
Yeah,
pick the temperature.
The litmus test from Charlie
big
Kirk
thing is they
kinda
know
weird.
Trump is
Massey,
not
I don't know
running
as much
again.
about, but I thought the way Massey sounded, I'm like, okay, this guy, maybe he's just a normal politician for all I know. Granted, I did hear that point, Sebs, where it's like, wait a minute, you guys like helped get this fool in here in a way, this orange penguin and his administration, right? Because he has the power to pick his cabinet and all that shit, right? It's like you guys kind of helped that happen. But the way I look at Charlie Kirk is different than the way I look at Thomas Massey. That's just my personal opinion as of right now.
Oh, sure, but I feel like they still kind of operate in the same
lexicon. Yeah.
Yeah, like the same faction or adjacent. Like they're in the same like swamp, bayou, whatever, wherever Mar-a-Lago is located.
And maybe
DC is an actual swamp.
The wetlands. Yeah, DC's a swamp too. I'm familiar with Anacostia River. I didn't deny it.
I mean, you can almost look at it like Jimmy Dore, right? Where it's like, I love TYT. All right, well, Cenk's making mistakes, but he's my friend. I like him. Cenk just dissed me. Now I hate him, and now I'm shitting on him. For like that might be like Thomas Massey's somewhat experience. Now, not saying it's good, but I'm also not saying it's full blown corrupt yet. I don't know yet. I don't know.
I don't know much about Massey necessarily, but it's more about just like the sector, like just the part of the Republican Party that he represents.
Yeah.
I just find it to be peculiar. He's kind of like the Bernie Sanders, I guess, of like the.
He's what Rand Paul used to be before Trump came around. Before Trump came around, he's like what Rand Paul used to be. Not Ron, Rand.
Yeah.
I don't really respect a lot of these guys, I'm going to be honest. So, kind of like, I don't have like this nostalgic view of any of these guys.
Oh, by the way, Sebs, last week I was in Capitol Heights. Is that what it's called?
Oh,
Maryland?
yeah, in Maryland? Yeah, I know exactly where that is. Why?
I was there for like 15 minutes. Oh, I'm a truck driver
Did you go
now.
through? You were driving in the I-95? I hate that. I always avoid I-95.
Yeah, I was on I-95.
Yeah, I avoid I-95 like the plague. I go around. I'll go through Pennsylvania. I'll go through West Virginia.
Is Capitol Heights the hood? Have I been to the DC hood?
No, it's more Maryland, like kind of close to DC, but
Okay.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's full blown hood.
I'm late,
'Cause
but I'm saying
I've been
I'm
driving in
recording right
Chicago
now,
a lot.
so everyone knows.
Oh,
I'm still recording,
sorry.
so everyone knows. Oh my god, do I cut that
okay.
out?
Capitol Heights. Capitol Heights is not the hood.
It sounds like
it's
a hood
part of
though. It
Maryland.
does. It sounds like a hood though.
Okay,
It sounds like
it's
Washington
there's
Heights
certain
or
parts of
something.
it that there's like bail bond places and in some streets next to the pupuseria, bail bonds,
Wait,
pupusas.
what did we say, Dubster? Like Malcolm X Boulevard or like it's like, oh
Yes.
shit,
What
I'm in
was
the
that
wrong
Bill
spot.
Burr? Yeah,
That's so
yeah,
true.
that Bill Burr joke.
There is a Martin Luther King Boulevard in Baltimore, and it
There
does
it is.
lead to like the ghetto. Yeah.
Okay, since you're recording, I'll edit this a little bit. Our friend that lives in Chicago, I sent her a message asking her, am I in the hood? I'm on Roosevelt and Cicero.
Oh my god.
Wait,
Is
is
that
your
in
name
Chicago?
Boobs?
Yeah, and
That's actually a
Boobs?
street in the Dark Knight.
the,
Did you just realize
the,
that?
Yeah.
the forklift driver told me, hey, you know all those shootings you hear on TV about Chicago? Yeah, it's within 15 minutes of here.
Oh, I
Bro,
don't know. I
it's
don't know
just-
much about the Midwest or Southern Canada, whatever it's called.
Southern Canada.
New York's also
The
considered
insults.
Southern Canada.
Wait, what?
Yep. You share a border.
Southern Canada.
Southern Canada.
Buffalo, basically Southern Canada.
Where'd all
Oh, that's New
wait,
York.
yo, Dubster, where's the swamp at again? Can you tell me? Where's that?
DC.
I got it.
DC.
Anacostia River.
And
Okay.
and it's there's no swamps in Louisiana. Just so everybody knows, that's the only place you can ever call it a fucking bayou. Do not call it a bayou when you're in Florida.
It's a swamp in Florida, the wetlands.
Yeah, it's swamp in Florida.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's
Bayou
wetlands.
in Louisiana.
Whatever. The Ozarks, I don't give a fuck. Whatever it is. Accept it.
People have died over this argument, all right? For Louisiana and Florida.
The whole state's
We
a
need to
swamp.
argue about better things.
Two fools having a knife fight over bodies of water. Got
Bayou versus swamp. Sorry. Okay. So the swamp of Mar-a-Lago, not the bayou, because it's not in New Orleans. Got it. My apologies.
No,
I will not fuck that up again.
Yeah, it's swamp in Florida is because that's a French fucking word. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Let's end this thing. All right. I mean, this is terrible. I where I
It's
always
2 hour
look.
recording. Come on, you can
What?
admit you're on Iran's side, right?
Shut up.
Oh my God.
I always look at the IQ tests where it's like, yo, this guy's against war. And then he openly says, I like war. And I want to see what the audience, like, the talking heads are talking heads, bro. It is what it is. I want to see where the audience actually goes, like, mentally. Like, where are you guys at? Is it enough?
I'm curious what
Is enough
Tim
enough?
Pool, what does Tim Pool say? What does his audience say?
Oh, my God.
I don't know why. But I'm actually just curious as to how that gets spun
Well,
from that
Actually,
end.
is he
What do you
live?
think?
Is there any chance he's live right
I don't
now?
know.
Tim Pool is
Check.
I do want to check.
Tim Pool's loving this.
He fully supports Trump
Yes, he's supporting Trump right now.
and
It's a fucking
and,
little
and directly
state
speaks with
propagandist.
Netanyahu.
Ian
I don't
is
think he has
losing
anything
his
out yet.
mind.
Oh, my God. I didn't mean to click
Ian's
that.
losing his mind
Oh wait,
every
because
day.
he's off on Saturdays,
He's
right?
playing both sides.
Yeah, but this is like major breaking news. He should.
True. He should do an emergency stream.
He's got nothing. U.S. says nuking
Yeah.
Iran is the only option.
Well,
Tim,
at
didn't
least
you
he had
meet
it
with
Trump
Netanyahu?
won't
What did he
foreshadowed
say?
correctly.
Well, I watched yesterday's video today of Tim Pool earlier in the day. Then Ian's on, and he's losing his mind. He switched sides again. He's
I
now
love when Ian's on.
pro-revolution.
It pisses him off so
He's
much.
pro-revolution. Yeah, he's pro-revolution in Iran.
Okay.
Dude, my favorite Ian moment is when he's talking to Max Blumenthal and he's like, Yeah, Sydney Blumenthal.
Oh my
Hillary
god.
Clinton, like,
Yeah.
like gunman or whatever. And Max,
He didn't connect it?
Max is like, that's my dad.
Like, isn't this a psycho like
And
headline?
Ian's like,
Wait,
Yeah.
did
I
Ian
had
keep
no
going?
idea. What are you talking
Did he
about?
keep going?
Yo, I swear Ian wasn't on the show for a couple months after that. I swear. Fucking Karen asked Max put in a complaint.
He put
That
them on
shit's funny.
timeout. But that's a psycho like title.
Wait. This,
Yes.
Jesse? This?
Yeah.
But do you
What
see
was
how
the video about?
do you see how it like spins it? Okay. What the US did, right? Was swing in their narrative, right? Swing by with a bomb, dropped it, and swung out, right? What is Timmy's fucking video? US says nuking Iran is the only option. Thus, what Trump did now is like a lesser form of maybe what Timmy sold, possibly.
Yeah.
And the
framing.
subtitle says
Yes.
Trump won't rule it out.
Yeah, exactly. You can like explain it away. If Trump drops a nuke, I'm done with him. Like, well, there's like so
I
many
think it's
forms
gonna be
lesser
what
than
Max-
nukes.
What Matt Gaetz said. It's going to be like, oh, it's just one and done. It's going to be like the Soleimani thing. Like,
Tim's saying
it's going
he'll
to be their
support.
narrative.
He'll support it if Trump.
Like-
he knows what he's doing.
If people fall for this, I swear to fucking God, dude. Like, we are in the end times then. Like,
you know they're gonna fall for
Jesus
it.
is going to be here any day now. If we're in the end times. If you fall for this shit, if he's like, well, Trump did a good thing now. He didn't use nukes against Iran, so we're in a good spot. If he says that and people
Tim
fall
Pool
for
is
it,
officially mainstream.
like not bots, like actual people fall for it, I'm gonna freak out. Like in mass, I mean, not like the one or two stragglers. I mean, like actual like audience mass saying like, "Damn, Tim's right. He could have used nukes, but he didn't." There's no way that works, right? No chance. Agreed? Everyone agree with that? Come on, dude, that's too much.
I'm not confident.
They didn't.
I'm not confident.
That's too
Tim
much.
is mainstream.
They didn't
He
do it.
is let
He's
into
worse than
the U.S.
mainstream,
press.
Jesse. He's deep state. Tim's fucking deep state beanie. Like,
He's led into the White House
like,
press conference. Like that's where he is.
he's worse than mainstream, in my opinion.
There's all right, whatever.
What's the term? Octagon window or something?
What was that?
The Overton window.
Excuse me.
Overton window. Yeah.
Overton window.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's what they're all trying to do at this point.
Well, I'm not saying he's doing it.
Trying
I'm
to-
saying imagine that, and it working would be crazy.
Well, it's definitely a shift. Because as soon as I saw that post, I'm like, what? Excuse me? Are you just like casually declaring a war?
Like,
is that
no
what
one
you're,
said
like, in
this.
passing?
No one said, like, maybe interpretations, maybe kinda, but he never said like, yeah, let's nuke Iran, let's do it. It's the only option. Like, no, he never actually directly said like. So no. Thus, it's
He went
like
out of his way to say
sensational.
nothing.
So Temple cited a story in yesterday's video that I watched today, saying about we could do tactical nukes, or we could do the bunker busters, or we could do boots on the ground. So he was implying like he was saying like what they'll present object to that. So then boots on the ground.
Your
will be
audio
acceptable.
cut right there. Your audio cut right there.
He was doing the thing where Trump will like give a bunch of options, and I haven't committed to anything yet, but these are the things that I might do. Who knows? Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Who cares? Like, and then just kind of walks away. Like he does a Trump thing.
It's
and
negotiation
then it's all
tactics.
left for interpretation because they're like, oh my god, what will Trump do? Let's make a million videos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just so.
Yep.
Dumb.
When I say he's mainstream, you know how like they like for example, the parties will put out to the news stations. They're like, this is the message for today. They like send it out to them, right? Like,
so he's establishment. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think Tim gets some of these things. Like, hey, this is what this is the messaging.
He met with Netanyahu, right? Chatham House rules.
Met with Netanyahu. He went to the
Giving
White
him
House.
advice. Like,
like all of this, like he receives
Sorry.
the messaging.
He got to ask the first question from alternative media. Excuse me?
So, why are these guys over here so bad, huh? What do you think about that?
Why are you so good at what you do?
Why are they such fake
We're
news?
not worthy. We're not worthy of you.
I'm sorry. Dubster, what do you think about this? Alex Jones, 48 minutes ago, just replays what he's saying. Just replays his speech. It's Alex Jones. Remember that, Dubster. What do you think about that? That's kind of crazy, right?
He's reading the
He just retweets his video? Come on, right? He has no opinion?
Nope.
It's Alex Jones, dude. Where's his fucking post about this major topic? Where is it? He's not live here, right?
No.
This is repeat footage. Repeat footage. God.
Yeah, my opinion is
10
what
hours ago.
that person said. That's my opinion.
Go down.
Dude, that's his next post. It's just tweeting out
he's
Trump's
live
video.
Right now.
No, here.
Alex is live right now on his website.
No, but he's live on Twitter too at the same time, right?
Like, imagine if it was Biden. Wouldn't he do like an emergency stream? You know what I mean? Biden just struck wherever the fuck. You know what I mean? Like if Biden struck Russia.
Yeah, he'd wake out of his Trump pajamas and get on screen and be like, "Hey!"
His Trump onesie.
The deep state is at it again.
Biden sending black helicopters everywhere. It's the end of America as we know it. It's like he'd do that. You would do that.
Dun 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 dun.
Bombed Russia.
Dum 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 dum.
It's the globalist agenda.
Wait. Okay. I want to end this, but Dubster, real quick. You're saying he's live right now, like live, or repeat footage?
It's just this.
Okay.
It's just this what you saw.
Okay.
He's getting
repeat
his
footage.
instructions right now.
But
And
it's
then-
11. Oh, it's 11 minutes long and not 3 minutes.
But he has a chance to tweet something out instead. Wait. Lays out the reason for Iran bombing and calls for peace. Yo, Dubster. It's over, right? I mean, it already was.
It's all over, dude.
It already was.
Everything is
I'm
over.
saying Alex Jones Infowars, right? Done, right? Okay. Let's say you
Dude,
think
everybody on the right is done. Think about it. Dan Bongino, done. Cash Patel, done.
You were forewarned
done.
about. Sorry,
That's
the
your
quote
communist,
unquote
that's what
right was forewarned about all this shit blatantly. But
Years in advance.
But forget about that. I want to know about Owen Schroyer. What does Owen Schroyer do? You're saying like maybe he's legit, right? You're questioning that or thinking like maybe he's covering the topic the right way or whatever the fuck. What does he do now? What does he do? Does he get on camera and say "Fuck Trump, fuck him"? Does he do that?
He's on
What do you
Twitter.
think?
He's on X. He's on X.
Let's check. Before I end the fucking video, I'm very.
Alex Jones for some blue meth.
He spells name. There we go. Owen. Wait. What's his name? Owen Schroyer. 1776. My response to you. Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Just checking real fast. His boss is different though. Just saying. But here we go.
Especially dealing with war, but
That is
I've
kinda
had
quiet.
a lot of requests to respond to what has happened tonight with the Trump administration striking.
His audio
Iran.
sucks, actually.
Now, I'm just going to address some
Have it at full
facts
blast.
and some developments here and not get too much into all the things that went down and all the things that could happen.
Why does he look like a hostage?
Let me just first address this.
If it gets loud,
If you're
guys, forgive
somebody
me.
that is
I have it on
jumping
full blast
online
volume.
and jumping on X to own your opposition over bombing another country, then you might be woke right. And what's even stranger
Woke?
about
He's
this
got a new
is
term.
that
Woke,
the people
woke right.
Woke Right. It's not his
Right.
term. It's not his term. He
No,
took
it's
he
not.
took that. He took it.
Yes,
Woke.
and
Right.
here's what he calls it.
Oh my god.
The woke right is pro-Israel.
Dubster, I'm asking right now. Will you fall for this?
Probably. So let's keep
Dude,
watching. I want to fall for it now.
Oh my
He
god.
just says it outright like that. Stop trolling, dude.
Because
Like
he used the
seriously.
word woke.
No,
So
seriously. I'm not even saying like that Owen is like compromised or full of shit or works for the Pentagon like Alex does. All I'm saying is he might go in a stupid direction. Like because he has to have an opinion, right? He's a content creator. He needs an opinion. So thus, he might pull someone in a direction that might not be correct. Is that possible?
Yeah. Play the video.
Okay. And how long would you let that last before you're like, okay,
As long as
Owen's
it
an
takes,
idiot.
As long as it takes to get a real conservative into
You
our
trolling,
country.
dude.
But wait. Is Alex enough? If Alex
No.
says like this was a good strike and Trump got in, he got out. Pause. If Alex said that and Owen's like, listen, I didn't even hear what Alex said. You know, I didn't even hear him. Didn't see it. Didn't see it. What do you do with that, Dubster? That makes him like sus, right? At that point, like blatantly sus, right? Because he works for him.
Yeah, but he speaks better than Alex Jones on the topic. So
No.
play the video.
It's not about being as good at, or
What about
as
the
bad or
incentive?
as good as Alex Jones. It's more about like you guys work together, and if he hears Alex Jones's fucking narrative, where it's like Trump just did a one on, one off. There's no way he could say yes to that, right? Be like, yeah, that's real, right?
He hadn't been sounding like Alex Jones for months.
It's not about sounding like Alex Jones. It's not about sounding like Alex Jones. It's about Alex is saying this, and Owen is seeing something different, right? Apparently, is he allowed to be like, yo, listen, Alex Jones is fucking wrong? Could he like lean into that like very harshly? Could he do that?
Probably not say he's wrong.
Yeah,
have his own opinion.
that means it's compromised at that point, right? It's not real then. It's bullshit.
Okay.
Oh, don't dismiss that. Like,
I'm not dismissing.
tell me
I
now
said okay.
before. Oh, okay, fair enough. Mark your calendars. All right, here we go.
Webster, you don't have a rebuttal?
No, he's been wrecked all week.
Damn. He's out bad.
He's been wrecked since Trump said he won't deport the agricultural workers. So,
That was the line.
you can't let them all
That
go.
was-
Some of them stay.
So this is just
100%.
Don't find people.
this is just
Don't
pile
find people
on.
who just haven't
This
done
is
the right
pile
thing.
on the line. This is
This is
pile on.
pile
the line.
on. Oh my god.
All right, here we go.
He apologized to us.
100-man pile.
He made him apologize in your name too, Stan. All of it.
He wrote a letter about it.
He's basically a Democrat at this point. Like fuck him.
Trump.
Trump.
He's a Trump is Democrat. He's a neocon, buddy.
Trump is a Democrat.
Another narrative
He's a neocon,
spin.
buddy. That's
Oh
your,
my god.
That's your arena. You run with those guys.
The liberals have compromised him.
Hey, yo,
Or puts on the
He
reform
just
party.
allowed. He just said we're gonna keep slaves for the fucking plantations.
that's gonna be one of the spin outs, by the way, Anthony. That'll be a spin move out of here. Like, oh, well, listen, I know I sold the guy for like a couple years, maybe like 4 or 5, 8 years or something like that. But he was a secret Democrat the whole time. Boom.
Yeah, now he's a secret
Bomb drops. Down to Marco.
I mean,
down to
technically,
Marco.
Trump was because
Down to
he was a
Marco.
New York. He was a Yankee.
Yeah.
A fucking. He was.
Somehow
He
you
was
guys
all
Stop,
over
stop
Democrat.
looking for wins here.
His children
just
couldn't
saying.
even vote for him
You guys
because
He's
they,
from the
Nope,
Empire
nope.
State.
Queen of
weren't-
the L's. Stop looking for
they were still
W's.
Democrats. They couldn't vote for him. They missed the deadline.
Anyways, all right. Let's hear this.
Life,
'cause
liberty, live in. Go ahead.
It's so that we have a memory of this guy, somewhat at least. Be like, okay, you have no
Is
excuses.
this Owen Schroyer?
It is.
Yeah.
It is the destroyer himself.
He destroyed.
God.
That's
Here we go. Is that a Rolex or some shit? Whatever.
Destroyed.
Hey man, that Alex money pays good.
All right, here we go.
Being concerned about getting involved in Iran
These fools all look
are
and
now
dress the same.
attacking
It's weird.
us for being right about getting involved in Iran. So that's just a strange thing. that I guess I
Is that
would
a
expect
camouflage hat?
from this group of
It is.
people.
With the
But
Texas
that's the truth.
American
We
thing.
wanted
We were concerned we get
immigration.
involved in Iran. Now we're involved in Iran. We were right, and you're still attacking us anyway. But on the issue of what led up to this, think about how much we were lied to.
You were wrong.
So we've been
Who
told
was
Iran
lied
will
to?
have nukes for 30 years.
You don't know what
Any
he's saying.
evidence
He
of
is
whatever
correct.
they were doing
What
was
he's
apparently
saying.
just blown up. If
So Alex, that says 9 nukes in Iran. He's saying none, right? Okay.
No,
let's
no, that
continue.
is not what he's saying.
Wait, what? Sure.
What's he saying?
What
You
he's
said that, right?
what he said was we were right in saying that U.S. will get involved.
Okay.
No,
It's like, okay.
like
Wow, what a stance.
so anticlimactic. Go ahead.
So like you
Yeah,
sell the Trump
it was-
hero idea, and then you're like, no, wait, he's not a hero. Wow, what a brilliant
Yes.
assessment. Genius. Here we go.
Go on.
us anyway. But on the issue of what led up to this, think about how much we were lied to. So we've been told
Can you
Iran
pause
will
this?
have
I
nukes
feel
for
like, I'm
30
sorry.
years.
I just feel like I
Sorry.
can predict what he's going to say about like we voted for less wars. We didn't want any of this regime change stuff. We're supposed to be isolationists, America first, and we're supposed to get close the border. The ridiculous Biden open borders, blah blah blah. Obama,
Yeah.
like it's just going to be like a list of like all these liberal things I hate.
Yeah,
and
that's
that's
about
what we
right.
voted against.
All right.
You guys got that, and you also got more debt and more killing.
So the
Lower
we're supposed to be-
standards of
sorry
living.
for
supposed to be
voting
done
for
with
Penguin.
regime change wars.
You
specifically.
can't criticize a foreign country in the United States.
I'm trying to walk
Including-
past trash can Owen Schroyer. I'm like, I want to hear Alex because it's pure entertainment. He's like,
Go
listen,
ahead,
folks.
press play.
Listen, folks. Listen, you got to make sacrifices for humanity.
We had to
and,
do
I told you
Did I
they
hear
had
all the points
nukes.
up?
I told you. They're all gone now. The
You gotta
nukes are now
protect-
gone.
You got
You
to
didn't even have
protect
to
my
watch it.
settlers'
You
house
knew.
in Israel.
Fuck my life,
Mm.
dude.
Okay, let it go. Sorry, I'm done.
So this
I
is
just had
basically
to-
a Dave Smith apology, but without being directly saying I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
And you're still attacking us anyway. But on the
Us.
issue of what led up to this, think about how much we were lied
You
to.
attack us for being right.
So we've been told Iran will have nukes for
His
30 years.
excuses.
Any evidence of whatever they were doing was apparently just blown up. If they did have nukes, then we just blew up nuclear bombs.
Oh, and then
obviously
blamed
they didn't
Israel
have
instead
nukes,
of
so we were
America.
betting that they didn't have nukes. So
Oh,
they
definitely.
didn't have
That is
nukes.
definitely the new wave.
And of course, we were
Well,
also
it
told
was a
that,
wave already,
Israel
but-
can do it. Israel can
Yeah,
handle it
but
on
it's like
its
that's the
own.
new. Yeah, that
It
one
gets
was
bigger
like.
now.
Hit pause if you're going to
America
talk.
just did it.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
My bad.
Go back.
That
What
was
were you
my
saying?
point. I was like kind of talking shit, but all right, here we go.
Blew up nuclear bombs, so obviously they didn't have nukes, so we were betting that they didn't have nukes, so they didn't have nukes. And of course, we were also told that, oh, Israel can do it, Israel can handle it on its own. I guess not, because America just did it. So those are just blatant lies. Now, for people that are coming on
Use
air, and
that
I'm already seeing
logic,
this on
it's
network
stupid as
news
fuck.
and
It's
a
really
lot of
dumb,
on the
actually.
internet too,
Or
they're
whatever.
coming out and they're saying, oh, this is great. We already know it's better. We already know there's more peace. We already know this is good for the world. No, you don't. You don't know. I don't know. You don't know.
Explain
Nobody
that
knows.
perspective, Owen
And so
Schroyer,
come on here and
please.
say, oh, this is great. Everything that follows this is great. There's going to be more peace.
Well, he said
There's
he
going to be
doesn't
peace
know.
everywhere. Everything's better now. Everybody's safer now. America.
He's explaining a perspective that doesn't actually. I haven't heard that one yet. That just
It's
because
so
he
vague.
bombed Iran, that now they're like, yeah, all right, the world is better now. We're good. Like
Well, Mark
explain
Levin
that.
said it.
There's different
Mark Levin
perspectives.
was saying.
Well, but even
Mark Levin's
Levin,
a caricature. He's
Yeah.
a caricature of like a fucking
Yeah.
neocon.
But-
Like, literally, like
but even he has a perspective, right? He's like, oh, Iran
Yes.
is a terrorist state that has
Yeah.
that's trying to develop nuclear weapons, so thus we bomb them. But then there's the other side where it's like, oh, this is a one-off to make sure they don't get nukes. We just bomb them once and fly away. We're done. Like there's that. Like name the idea, Owen Schroyer. Like call out your own audience essentially, because guess what? There's a lot of them in here. I almost guarantee you that one. There's almost a lot. There's probably a lot of them watching Owen and just like locked in. what do we do with this, Owen? Huh? It's like they're locked into that. What's our real answer for all of this? And a lot of them think, oh, it's just Trump's a peacemaker and it's one-time bombing, then he's done. That's it. Now we're out of it, and Israel and Iran go back to normal-ass war. I swear to God, we're probably thinking.
Well,
he
still supports Trump. He's been saying like I'm still on Trump's side.
Obviously, because they fooled him.
We know.
Fooled him? Is this fooling at this point? I'm sorry. This guy has said nothing to me where I'm like, yeah, Owen Schroyer, what a good guy. Nothing. Not a fucking thing from this guy where I'm like, yeah, this guy's legit. I can consider things for
they
sure.
Were lied to. They were lied to. So that's all right. You know, like it's not,
fair enough.
they didn't do this on purpose. It was just,
fair enough. Fair enough. All right, here we go.
America's safer now. You don't know that. Nobody knows that. And a lot of these same people have been telling you that radical Islamic terrorists are in the country right now waiting to kill you.
Alex
Now, of
Jones.
course, we did have an open border for 4 years under Joe Biden.
I told you.
Anybody would be shocked.
There you go, Seth. There you go.
Or military proxy groups that have come across our border under Joe Biden. So that's obviously a very real thing that we've all addressed. But now all of a sudden bombing Iran has lowered that threat? It seems like it would actually be the exact opposite, wouldn't it? Now, Trump has already came out and addressed the nation for 3 minutes. A 3-minute address. And I think if anybody is being honest, including the people I was watching it with, I think if anybody is being honest, which we all agreed, that was a very uncomfortable speech. That was not your normal...
Sir, this guy's full of shit. He's full of shit. He's another one on the list. He's full of shit. Man, that was very...
What did he...
Well, that was very uncomfortable. And
no, he said everybody agreed upon. Is he a communist? Does he need to see what the party line says before he has his own opinion? I thought this was independent America, huh?
He lasted 3 minutes, though, at least.
This guy's full of shit, Dubster. I'm so sorry.
Why did he have to go with the party line? Is this communist China?
Don't you have a baby to wet nurse right now or something?
Exactly. You have no fucking comeback.
Forgive me for recognizing a guy that's like obviously tiptoeing around things. He's not saying anything directly. He's not saying anything, bro. He's saying nothing.
That was a communist
and
response.
the point that I think the point is to avoid, or actually the point is to probably maintain the Rolex watch on his fucking wrist, whatever he has, right? Like I think that's the point, man.
Facts.
And make Alex feel good, like comfortable. This guy is not a challenge to power, bro. He's not. Sorry. Sorry to tell you, Dubster. This guy's. I think he's full of shit. That vibe I got from Matt Gaetz, I'm getting that vibe right now by hearing this guy. And I told you about Adam Green, right? Years ago. Granted, Adam Green is not like, the greatest guy
His
ever.
eyes don't buck like these guys. These guys' eyes buck like they're bitches. I swear to God. There's this very specific fucking look. I know it. They have these buck eyes, like they're like, like I know I'm lying. It's like you're a fucking little bit. You want to cry, lion ass, buck eyes. Sorry, it's different. Adam Green doesn't have that. He's just an idiot. This is different, in my opinion.
Well, at the very least, he threw questions out there that Owen was buckling over. Let's just be honest about that. This is years ago. Granted, Adam Green is not some guy that, oh my God, he's the pinnacle of truth. It's just more so of watching this guy play defense throughout all of that is pretty interesting to look at. And that's what this kind of looks like a little bit. A tiny little bit. I'm just saying.
He looks like he's afraid to ask questions. That's a problem.
Yeah. Or, or he's afraid of Alex. Or he's afraid of Alex.
He's not free. Then he's not free.
Agreed. All right, here we go.
Yeah, when you work for somebody else, you're not free.
This is
come on. That's not the idea. Yeah, of what they're doing over there, or supposedly, right? But here we go.
Knowing he's addressing the country and everybody's unified behind him, Trump. He knows what he just did. He knows it's not going to go over very well, and he knows it's very unpopular with a lot of his base. Now, granted, he's obviously addressing after a major strike and a major escalation,
He
and
must be so tired.
potentially escalating
Tuckered
a
out.
war, which is not what he wanted to do, and that's
Oh,
not
really?
No,
what
he
is,
never
so I think
wanted
it's
to.
a
really?
bit of a level
Oh
of
fuck! I
That's
wish I had
bullshit.
those excuses. Is there a
Yeah.
fucking backup band for me? A fucking hype man, something like that? Someone to make excuses for me at 24/7 moves in my life? I wish I had that one. God
He
dang
didn't
it!
want to do it. He didn't want to do it. They
Brilliant.
forced
They tricked him. They tricked him.
Trump
again.
has been
That
distraught
is
about
fucking
this
genius,
all
dude.
week.
What's that?
He's
Trump
been
has been
distraught.
distraught about this
He
all
couldn't
week.
sleep all
Oh,
night.
yeah.
He couldn't sleep.
He's very
Sleepless
sad
nights.
about it.
It's eating at
cut,
him.
cut pants down. I didn't want to do it.
Okay, Dubster,
He,
right? IQ test,
he
right?
needed
He's
another
full of
2
shit, right?
weeks. Trump needed another 2 weeks to decide, but he did it a day after he said 2 weeks.
Well, we know where Trump is. Okay. Well, we have ideas. With this guy, IQ test, right? He failed, right? He flunked, right? He's failing it.
Well, we still gotta be conservative.
Oh, come on. Yeah, he's trolling.
God.
He's trolling. No, he's trolling.
You
He's
watch
trolling.
Trump enough.
He's
He
trolling.
uses the term 2 weeks a lot. That's his. That's his phrase. Like,
I mean, we can't side with them lunatic liberals.
I mean, we know Trump is trying to save the world, but this time he listened to the wrong people. Right?
Oh, remember?
I give him like
remember?
a minute more, and then I'm done with this fucking fool, bro.
Okay,
Like,
I'll bring it up
showcasing
later.
full shit.
It's off topic. It's off topic.
All right, don't forget it. Here we go.
discomfort there, but I think everybody can kind of see that that was not a comfortable president having to tell that to the United
Yo,
States of America.
he's a body language expert.
And of course,
too,
who
bro.
did we hear from first?
Love that one. Love that one.
That's right. Benjamin Netanyahu actually addressed
He skipped
the United
over
States of America before President Trump did. So these are just some cold, hard observations that I'm seeing.
Can you go
right
back?
now.
I'm sorry.
As far as what's going to
I missed his.
yeah, what were the observations?
He jumped over Trump to be like, and Netanyahu said this. Like, Netanyahu's like,
Okay, so we went to Israel. Yep.
yeah.
There we go.
He jumped over,
Yep.
yeah. You could see that Trump was uncomfortable
Well,
saying
hold
it.
on. Let me-
He looked shaken.
let me
He looked
give you the
green
preface.
almost. He looked like out of shape. He looked
Let me give you the
flustered.
preface.
He didn't
God.
want to do it.
But
He's
Netanyahu,
been,
though. Yeah, God, sorry.
he's been saying all week, Netanyahu's our actual president. He addressed us 4 times already since
Yeah, I
this
know.
is
I saw him talking to Laura Loomer. I saw their little stupid ass exchange. It came through my feed. Sorry,
So,
I
so
just don't
that
want to.
putting Trump off the hook. Or,
Well, they were priming the audience. They were priming their audience. They were kind of like it's like a psychological inoculation. Of like, oh, if this happens, like I've got you ready to accept this other
why would you do that?
virus that I'm gonna fucking. It's like a rhetorical virus.
I mean, Trump's been begging for credit, but he's not going to get it anywhere. Like, no, that was me. I dropped that bomb. That was me. I gave the order. It was me. Yeah, Trump, stop being humble. We know it wasn't you. You're just trying to, like, protect your friend, okay? We know you did nothing, Trump. We know that. No, it actually was me. Like, I have video footage of me dropping the bomb. It was me doing that. I was in the helicopter. I was in the B-2 bomber. I was flying over. I dropped the bomb. Here's video footage. We don't believe that, Trump. That's AI video. You would never do that.
Exactly.
You would never, ever do that.
You would never do that.
But Netanyahu, he would do that for sure. For sure, it's him.
Yep.
But no, I'm saying it's
Stop being
me.
a better man and
It's
fall
Israel.
on the sword.
Stop lying to us, Trump.
I use my PlayStation to drive the plane and push the button.
It's like, goddamn, Trump is so
And the
fucking
liberals,
moral.
of course. George Soros probably has something to do with it too. I'm sure that George Soros, the border, chaos.
God, Trump is such a moral guy. He'll take the credit for an immoral action. He'll take credit for it and blame himself. That's how good of a guy this guy is. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, here we go.
that was not a comfortable president having to tell that to the United
Look
States
at this
of America.
fool, dude.
And of course, who did we hear
Correct.
from first? Netanyahu. That's right. Benjamin Netanyahu actually
Oh,
addressed
really?
the United States of America before President Trump did. So these
shit.
are just some cold, hard observations that I'm seeing right now. As far as what's going to come next, obviously, we have to watch oil prices. We have to watch for terror cells that have been in our country. We have to see what China is going to do. We have to see what Russia is going to do.
Oh,
Dubster, this is Alex
my
Jones's
God.
channel. What was the difference, actually?
Alex Jones, like the regime change is going to happen in 3 months. Cheering it on.
What's the actual difference between Owen Schroyer and Alex Jones? Like, really?
Owen Schroyer doesn't want anything to do with the Middle East. He wants to decouple from the Middle East.
So why is he supporting Trump right now?
Yeah, exactly. Why is he talking like he's talking?
You have to watch out for the
What do you
oil
mean?
prices. Like move your investments. That's what he's saying.
This is news.
He's saying, I don't like pie while he's making pie in front of us. Pause. Do you get what I'm
He's
saying?
saying he doesn't want anything to do with the Middle East. He doesn't like that Trump is doing shit in the Middle East.
Well, Trump is saying that this is for peace.
Fuck my life, dude.
Trump's saying that.
He doesn't believe it.
Okay.
He's trolling, and I've been watching too much Gordon Ramsay lately. Dubster, you're going to make me flip out again. Just so you know. It's a fair warning.
I love Gordon Ramsay.
I don't get what you're talking about. I'm saying
That man
exactly
is-
what I mean.
I'm going to... Whatever. All right. Keep it moving. Here we go.
He's a hothead.
That's a major pause. But here we go.
And we obviously have to see what Iran is going to do. But I think one thing we should all agree with, if you are so disturbed that you are gleeful of this, that you really think this is like a great thing, all of this war, with every missile strike, some emotional episode happens inside of you, that makes you happy or makes you want more of it, then you need to do some serious.
He's not assessing this scenario. Like, he's like going so far out there that anything less than that is like, yeah, that's better. That's okay. Like, he's doing that.
You don't agree with what he just said?
If you are full blown foaming at the mouth, meaning you're a mainstream Fox News, Mark Levin, whoever the fuck person, right? He's saying those guys. But what about people that are like not exactly there, but they are like, yeah, it's okay we bomb Iran.
What are you talking about?
Like what Alex is gonna sell. Are you not listening to what he's saying? Like, seriously.
I am listening. That's what I'm saying. He didn't say that.
I'll play it again.
With.
Here you go.
If you are so disturbed that you are gleeful of this, that you really think this is like a great thing, all of this war, with every missile strike,
Oh, got it.
some emotional episode happens inside of you.
It's setting up for that is the mainstream Dubster. Do you get that part? That's Mark Levin, right? Thus,
are you denying that?
No, I'm not denying. I'm saying, like, if you set that up as
so you
like,
agree with it.
Oh my God, if you set that up as the life lesson of don't be Mark Levin, all of a sudden the people that are like maybe Alex Jones, like maybe not Mark Levin, but something that's selling a narrative anyways, kind of skates by, or Owen himself
Will
skates,
you just
skates
go
by.
buy your blue methylene? Will you just go buy your blue methylene?
Shut up. Shut up.
Not joke time, Brody.
It's like, I don't know. I guess is it straw manning? I don't know. As far as like the real counterpart, the real counter to what this guy's saying.
You can stay awake and sleep on blue methylene.
That's number 7, I think. That's the 7th funniest thing he's ever said.
I'm not even being funny. I'm just actually quoting Alex Jones.
That works, though. Anyways, if you set the big bad standard as Mark Levin or people like that or Ben Shapiro or whatever the fuck, right? All of a sudden, Owen looks like a fucking genius hero. The moral champion who's also brilliant.
Yeah.
And Alex Jones too. Looks like a genius too.
For hiring him?
It's like, God dang it, man. What are we doing? But whatever. People are gonna fall for this. Here we go. I'm sorry, but I think this guy's sus, and I think this is a part of that. It's kind of that relativism thing. I think he's doing.
Well, it's when you listen to his talk show every day, like I do, you're gonna hear the. But we still have to vote for fucking Trump. Like he's not running for anything. What are you talking about?
Well, that's why he set up the extreme. It sounded like a good thing what he was saying, like the words, but when the structure of it, like if you support every single bombing, like all of them, and you get a boner. Well, I don't get a boner from everyone sometimes, but not all of them. Like it's such an extreme that it makes it like easy for anybody to pass that.
Yeah, there's no Somali bomb boners.
And as an American, I stood against the psychopathic baby-eating cannibal killers. It's like, well, so what? Like, congratulations for not being those guys. I think like that's a radical version, whatever. But like that's where I think he's going right now. But I'll let it play out and see what happens. Here we go. I don't know why I'm watching this whole video
that
now.
makes you
Fuck my
happy
life.
or makes you want more of it, then you need to do some serious re-examination.
Oh, that's where you need
That's rich.
Wait a
That's
minute.
rich.
Didn't you guys build this fucking orange penguin up to be here in the first place? You fucking idiots. Not just once, twice you did it. Twice. And now you're telling other people to reassess? Are you fucking kidding me? Whatever.
Self-evaluation.
I
They
love
have to
life,
check
man.
themselves. Don't check Trump. Check yourself.
Yeah, guys, go check out 28 Years Later in theaters now. Go enjoy that.
No,
Seriously,
don't do that.
go enjoy that movie. No, Anthony, shut up. Go enjoy that movie. Go have fun with that movie. Go love it. That's
Does
where
it
we're
come
at, bro.
on? Hey, does it come on after or before Reacher?
Oh my god. I mean, the name alone, Reacher, is kind of pause. Just saying.
Well,
But,
they're still talking about Reacher as the best show on the right.
these guys don't talk about shows and movies anymore, bro. They're focused on these idiots. They're focused on these fucking dummies. I kid you not. But anyways, all right. Let's continue. Here we go. I'm wrecked.
Is what you need to do. So, and anybody that responds to this and says, "Oh, you're anti-Trump," or "Oh my gosh, you don't support this, you're anti-Semitic," grow up. We're trying to have.
Why are you still fighting these
here,
narratives?
okay?
The big news story, Owen.
That's what we're doing. And name calling and jumping to conclusions.
Name calling
about the people that are.
Does he know what topic we're on right now? Name calling?
Consistently right, by the way, when it comes to.
He's trying to do his job, Jordan. Stop
These are
getting
the
in the way.
dumbest
and
fucking
analysis
people. If you
and
fall for this,
geopolitical coverage and analysis, the ones that are usually right. You know, maybe
Good
you're
luck
the
to
one that
you.
needs to do some soul searching if you're jumping online ecstatic
search
over
that
putting
soul up,
Americans
then.
and America in more
There
danger.
you do.
And if you say, "Oh, we got rid of the Iran nukes, we're safer now," really? So we just bombed nukes? They didn't have nukes. If they did, they weren't at that site. We knew they didn't have them, or we didn't penetrate the site enough to actually blow up the nukes. Now, if you're enriching uranium 60 to 90%,
The nukes are
there's going to be some
Schrodinger's
fallout.
Schrodinger's cat.
So you'll know what the case is with that.
Exactly.
But no, it's really just
They're there, but they're
sad
also not there at
that
the
we
same
can't
time.
Stay out of the Middle East. That's what's sad. We just can't do it. Does Iran even have the capacity to get a nuke?
It's just a natural phenomenon. Like, oh fuck, we can't help ourselves. We just end up in the Middle East somehow. It's like, dude, like, come on, right? Like, these guys are not on your. Well, I don't know about you, Owen, but like, the narrative, like on the surface shit, these guys are not on your side. So like,
He sounds just like you, Jordan. I don't get it. This is your
stop
twin.
it, stop it, stop it.
Only difference is you vote for Bernie, he votes for Trump.
I didn't vote for Bernie. Whatever. The point is, it's like
He's trying to suck you into his madness.
This guy's like, either, I'm sorry, we're at the point where it's like, I mean, I think he's full of shit. But I'll say, like, on the surface, either he's a dumbass, like a super duper dumbass, like one of the dumbest people ever. or he's full of shit and just goes along with the narrative for the sake of whatever reason. Paychecks, threats, Alex threatened him, Alex paid him, whatever the fuck. He loves Alex like it's his own daddy type of thing, right? Maybe he has dad issues. He's like, oh my God, Alex is my replacement daddy, psychologically speaking. Not to make fun of that, it's just saying like that could happen with people. And you get caught up in something and you end up bullshitting because of your own pathology. I don't know. Something's not right here. Anyways, here we go.
To the United States of America? You don't know.
I'm
that.
watching this.
The answer is probably no. And yet here we are again with the same freaks that were celebrating when we went into Afghanistan, the same freaks that were celebrating when we went into Iraq, and everybody agrees that was a disaster.
It's the trans leftists
And
that
it's the
are
same people that pushed that, same people pushing
cheering
this,
this on.
same people celebrating.
Very loud plane.
So that's all for tonight. We'll be monitoring this situation closely, but you know, at the bottom of the day, I think we all just have to pray.
He didn't say that right. At the end of the day?
No, Sabs, what are you saying?
No, I just heard a really loud plane pass through. But
Okay,
we do have an
that's what
air
I
park
thought
near
you-
us, but yeah. But it was just really loud. I'm like, what kind of plane's that?
Don't worry about it. It's just Israel protecting you.
Well, I mean, yeah, a lot of the places that you have to fly out of around here, the smaller air parks, unless you're in Baltimore, you actually have to communicate with like the DC air traffic controllers and like the military, basically, because you have to be cleared for 10 minutes before you take off, and then clear for 10 minutes before you land. Because they just have but unless you're in Baltimore's too far to do that. But in this area, the DMV, you gotta hit them up and be like, we're about to be in your airwaves, so you don't get shot down.
So you're saying the military is deploying?
Right.
Yeah.
Huh? We learned all about that with the helicopter hitting the plane thing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, people who dabble in that world.
Well, we just bombed a foreign. I think it's all on
FAA.
probably higher alert right now, right? And
Probably.
it's like, dude, what you do to other, like, I don't know, man. It's you fuck with other people's minds, actually, with all this shit. And I don't. It's so fucking. I can't stand it. I cannot stand it.
Yeah, me either.
Do I go to work tomorrow, or do I
No, it's
hide
just
in my
annoying.
bedroom?
It's like,
No, for the Iranians right now.
well, it's not even them. It just sucks to do that to people. Like I said, it's like it's a psychological like. Ugh.
Against regular people.
Oh, here's another thing I heard.
Almost like they hate us and do it on purpose, almost.
What are you
That's the
gonna
way
do
fucking
about it?
looks a little
They're
bit.
my bombs.
Fucking hurts
Israel
my
has
stomach,
shut
dude.
down its.
Especially when you want
Israel
nothing to
shut
do with
down-
that. Like that's not. Go do that somewhere else.
Exactly.
Can you leave us alone? Like
Exactly.
go do
Get
that.
your own fucking
Get
island.
away from me forever.
Go have tournaments
I
on
don't
an
wanna do
island
that.
somewhere away from us.
I'm not suicidal. Like I don't have that. Like I'm not homicidal. I'm not suicidal. I don't have like it's not me. I'm good.
Wait,
I
you
think
get
most people
joy
are
out
like
of
that.
life or something like that? You get joy out of life?
Yeah,
Oh, fuck.
something like that.
Wow, that's crazy. What's up, man?
Have no fear, Jordan. Have no fear. Bernie Sanders has come out against.
Oh, really? Oh, fuck,
No,
really?
the war.
Oh, shit.
So you can vote for him again. Cool.
Have no fear.
So one of the things is with all this air stuff going on, so both countries have shut down their air, but a whole bunch of reporting is
Iran did that a while ago.
Israel people want to flee, so they're like walking out of the country.
Yeah, I heard that
And
DeSantis already brought a bunch of people in Florida. So they
2,000.
landed in Boca.
2,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's planes
we
and
got a
boats,
senator or a
boats to
house.
Greece, I mean.
Well, they probably have
Family.
dual citizenship. Yeah.
Are they illegals?
We have a senator down there,
They're dual.
or a
They're
house
seeking
rep
asylum.
in Florida. That is named something.
Sister, what do we do with these
Ryan-
asylum seekers?
Frank, we deport him.
Where?
Send him back. They
To New York?
Where they pick? No, Iran.
York.
They picked a fight with them.
to New York
No.
City.
No,
where they're
Israelis
from.
are asylum seeking.
Yeah, but they're all like dual citizens of New York City. So it's like we're New York State. So it's like, what do? Deport them to New York? It's too cold for them. They're too
No,
old.
you
Why do you think they come
what's
down
the
south?
closest nation? You deport them to Syria and force them to walk towards Iran unarmed.
Dubster would stop his wedding vows to his soulmate in the middle, like, and I take you as my lawfully. What about immigration? Yeah, get rid of them. Like, stop mid sentence to throw people out of the
What do you,
country.
like, deport
Shut up.
Ethel and Judah like immediately from to fucking Syria? Like, why?
Absolutely.
What's your name? Abner? All right, you're out of here.
Get out. Seen out. Like, it's
Take Jose with you.
That's a problem. Good God. Literally.
Well, if Jose's hanging out with them.
Oh my God, you fucking cunt, Dubster.
That's called not a twofer, but a threefer.
Yeah, we know
Like
you're.
a 9-minute video of saying nothing. That's wow.
It's embarrassing, but
He said a lot,
I'm
man.
here for
He
that, I
agreed
guess.
with Jordan. He
No, he did not. No, he did not.
I'm sorry.
Stop
Did you
it.
say he said a lot there? Dubster, please.
Yeah.
He can't explain it either, which means he's
He
lying.
said enough to know what he's about.
Jordan
He
and
said a
Owen are
lot there.
twins.
Are you serious? Okay.
If
Are we
you
listening to the same
Jordan
thing?
and Owen are
Owen
twins.
if
are
you only
twins.
watched him, you would not know what happened.
That might be the actual best point of all of it. It's like, if you watch this video, you might not know that Iran got hit by a bomb from the U.S. That might be the funniest point of all time. Holy shit.
Literally the point. It's literally the point.
Yeah.
That's actually
So
wreckage.
the days
That's super wreckage.
the days I listen to Owen and then I come and
Oh
talk
my
to
God.
Jordan, it's like I'm listening to a 4-hour episode of Owen Schroyer instead of 2
You
hours.
think me and Owen Schroyer are on the same page or something? I don't think so. I don't
Twins.
think so. We're twins.
His viewers don't
Yep.
know what happened based off of watching him.
I think Jesse's actually concerned. He's like, wait, is he going to tell them what happened?
Oh my
How
dear
will they
Lord.
know?
He gave a speech and he was uncomfortable. That's all we have to say about Trump.
Wait, you might actually be right. I don't think he said what.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did
Well,
at the
he
very
might
beginning.
just assume that they must know from, they read what he wrote. So,
All right,
but
y'all
still,
know what happened, and Trump looked pretty sad about it. He looked pretty sad and down about it. I guess that's it.
but he knows the base is not going to like that. So, I mean, it seemed like he wasn't. I mean, I still support the guy. I'm still with him 100% of the way.
I mean, someone else got him into this mess.
Yeah.
Well,
And then
some guy in
beyond that,
Israel, you know what I'm
unspoken
saying?
Border
Oh.
policies.
The other thing he does, I love this, is I want Pam Bondi gone, but I'm still giving Cash Patel a chance.
Okay.
I mean, that should have been a.
So he doesn't go into the
That's
bombing at all.
No, he does.
okay.
Where?
So isn't the Cash Patel
Dubster,
support
he's 6 minutes in.
alone?
Almost 7 minutes.
For 9-minute
Of a 9-minute video, yeah.
Like, isn't
Yeah,
that?
and he said at the very
What's that?
beginning that we struck Iran with three targets.
Yeah, he did. It's like, I don't know, he's not capturing the scope of it, I don't think. Not really, but whatever. Who cares?
He said it one time in the beginning. That's all he needs. That's the quota.
Some things
Mention
happen
it
in the
once.
Middle
Yeah, we
East,
don't-
and listen, Trump.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jordan.
He's really upset.
Trump looks
He's
sad
torn up.
about this.
He couldn't
Jordan,
sleep all night.
I'm sorry.
What's up? What's up,
I guess I
Dubster?
need to preface this for you. We're not on the left. We don't need to be repeated the same thing over and over until we get it. We get it the first time we hear it.
Trump never started any
So I don't
wars.
want to take
I
this,
heard
or
that
should I respond
2,000
to this?
times.
Every side's false for some of the dumbest narratives. You want to, man. You want to explain shit to people like, nah, we're more like-minded people. Like, you're a fucking idiot, bro.
Some things don't need to be said. It's like, okay.
We're not a
This is a
cult.
high-
We don't
high
need to be repeated
society.
the
It's a
same
high trust
information 1,000
You
times.
fell for the same guy twice, bro.
We don't need to explicitly say anything. We're
All
very
caught on
First it was
sophisticated
camera.
here.
trust the plan. First it was trust the plan. Now it's I don't even know what this is.
It's poetic.
This
Hey,
is
he
there's
can
a
make-
real
he can
America
make
Plan
first.
for this.
fuck you.
Trump betrayed America
Second,
first.
he can make up for this if he keeps supporting.
No, he can't. No, he can't.
And
Trump
Well,
now we know he's
every day
trolling
now.
again.
They
About
There it
can
peace.
speak
is.
to each other in slogan, so I guess it makes it faster to get information across. It's like, okay, I don't know, like this condensed like complex information into like 3-word slogans, right? And assume that everybody means the same thing by what
Trump,
they
the
say.
time for peace is now.
Yeah, America first, America first. It's like amen, amen.
I mean, Dubster, my channel needs backup dancers like Owen Shroyer, bro. This fool will do. He'll do all the splits, dances, cartwheels, backflips you need to make some shit make sense that doesn't actually make sense, and then sell it to a crowd. And then guess what? It's even bigger than that because he like ends up like tailoring it off to fucking Alex Jones too later after that. So it's like double, triple layered of stupid, of cognitive dissonance, of mental gymnastics for the sake of what? What's his point, Dubster? Why is he doing what he's
Then
doing?
why does he sound just like you?
He does not sound like me, dude. He sounds like he's maybe
How does
trying
that
to like
even make
play
it-
the audience a bit and like make them feel comfortable on his channel. Meanwhile, like, but he's also kind of mad. But he's also like, it ain't that.
Yeah.
It ain't Trump's fault too much. But it's like
Yeah.
you're saying that's me.
He
I mean,
doesn't
you're
seem mad at
describing
all.
yourself.
What?
No, he's not.
You're describing
He doesn't
yourself.
sound mad at all.
He's not mad. He's uncomfortable.
You're saying
Just like
I'm
Trump
okay
is.
with the Trump administration? It's fuck out of here.
He doesn't look mad. He doesn't. He looked like he just went to a sushi restaurant or something. Like he just got back.
It's the background
Like,
walls,
yeah.
bro.
I swear to God. Or he went and got like ramen or something. Something ethnic. Probably made by
He made sure.
illegals.
No, he made sure they were all legal. They were all legal, right?
You guys all have your papers. Don't fucking make my ramen. Let's see you have your papers.
I only eat
Nah.
Vietnamese because they gotta have a visa to be here.
Exactly.
Nah. You're both wrong. This dude's a little cunt like Dubster is. Where like off camera, this food eats all the food trucks in the world.
Yeah, Doctor eats
But
all the.
on camera, they
illegal
call the
shit.
cops. Like, yo, listen, there's a truck over here of some people that don't look American, and maybe you should get rid of them right now. Like that's what Dubster does on camera. Off camera, this fool
Yeah, it's
eats
called
all the food in the
It's
world.
called recon. It's called
That's fucked
recon.
up. And
Recon.
he raids their fucking pupuseria and shit. He's like taking all their fucking
Yeah,
tamales.
he eats
and-
pupusas and shit.
That's fucked up. He
He
eats
loves
like
Officer
tamales.
Salvadoran
Officer
cuisine, like
Payphone.
He eats
Salvadoran
ceviche.
pupusas.
Officer Payphone,
Fucked
bro.
up.
He's
He
in
asked for the
phone booths
white
all day
cream.
and
He asked for the white cream. Super pause.
Listen, I want to make an
By the
anonymous
way,
call
Anthony.
to
Anthony, how long does it take to swim back to the DR from Florida?
I don't know. You
Bruh.
tell me.
I'm asking. It's more than 90 miles to Cuba, right?
It's probably 200 months.
Oh, stop at Cuba on your way.
I would too, bro.
To
Why
Cuba,
not?
I think it's like 30 miles.
They have the
90.
same
No, it's
beach,
90.
and
miles.
they have the same beaches in DR. Like,
I've heard
Yeah,
I've
they
heard
do.
90, 100.
Yeah. Like,
You might
it's
be
all
right, but I've
Caribbean.
heard 90, 100.
Maybe it's 30 minutes. That's why.
Dubster swims in straight deck all
Close
day
as
and night,
fuck.
bro. He swims in it.
He does. He does. He swims in semen. He's a seaman.
And plus, don't forget like Key West.
Taking back shots like
Gets
a
you
pro.
closer.
You can break my record, huh? You can't do it. Can't keep
He
up with
arches
it.
his back and shit.
All right. Anyways, let's watch finish
Okay.
this
Okay.
stupid
Let
fucking
him.
video.
Let Owen finish his.
Yeah. Here we go.
That
Finish
this
his
doesn't
point.
come back and haunt us. I think we all have to just pray that it doesn't come back and haunt American
Did you just
citizens
lose a
and
basketball game or something, or a
recognize
baseball
this.
game? Like, what is this
You know,
speech, Anthony?
Iranians are living in fear. Israelis are living in fear. Palestinians are living in fear. And
They're
now
being genocided.
We're getting
to
involved
be
again.
Completely honest about that
And now
one.
we're getting involved again. And the world is watching. The world is watching. And I don't know if the world's response is
We're getting involved again. We were already
Involved.
heavily involved. Heavily
Never stop it.
heavily
He's literally.
involved.
He's capping. He's straight capping.
Yeah,
Like, with a
he's
cap
full
on.
of shit. He's absolutely full of
He
shit.
said again. What's the problem? He sounds just like you, Jordan.
Stop.
Yeah. Here we go.
Is going to be the same as the first time we got involved in the Middle East, in Iraq and Afghanistan.
That was the first time we got involved in the Middle East. Was it 2003? Is he trolling? Dubster?
I don't think we heard that correctly. Correctly.
Hold on.
He could have misspoke.
No. Okay, maybe he misspoke. But I'll play it again for plain English. What words does he use here? Here we go.
The world is watching, and I don't know if the world's response is going to be the same as the first time we got involved in the Middle East, in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Dubster?
It faded out.
Be different.
I couldn't hear.
Oh, well, it's not the same.
He said the first time we got involved in the Middle East, in Iraq and Afghanistan.
90s, he could mean the 90s, I guess. He could, because he didn't say specifically 2001.
He said 2003.
Iraq
He
and
said
Afghanistan.
2003 right there.
That means 2003. That means
Well,
war on
America
terror.
was also in Afghanistan in the 70s and stuff.
Oh, come on.
Technically they were.
But that
it faded out.
I don't
know what he said.
We know what he meant.
I'm just looking about. Yeah, I'm just thinking about like what leeway he could use in terms of like factual, like little fact. I don't know. You're like,
Listen.
I meant like the first time in Afghanistan in 80s, and the first time in Iraq in the 90s or whatever the hell.
If he actually explained that detail, I'd be wrecked. There's no way I believe that right now.
That's the only thing that I could think of in terms of like information that I've seen. But
Fair enough.
We've been involved in the Middle East for 100 years. Since 1918.
But come on.
Sure, but I'm just, you know what I mean in terms of like the current day, modern day Afghanistan, modern day Iraq. That's probably that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. I understand. There could be some other stories talking about, but let's be honest, it's probably Iraq, Afghanistan, George W. Bush.
Right, I'm just trying to be like lenient because these people are weird.
But fair enough.
Because they'll use something like that.
Fair enough.
I meant blah blah. But go ahead. But he probably won't go into that detail because he's not. Yeah, that's. Let him play.
Bless you. Anyways, here we go.
Let him finish.
And in the world is watching. The world is watching, and I don't know if the world's response is going to be the same.
What do you guys think?
Leave it in the comments. We got involved in the Middle East, in Iraq and Afghanistan. So things could be different.
Huh.
And they say, well, it's not the same. No, I agree. It's definitely not the same.
As what time?
But that doesn't necessarily mean it's better.
It's the first time.
Could also mean it's worse.
When's the first time?
Pray for peace. Enjoy.
Pray for peace.
Enjoy your life.
No, dude. You're supposed to be like, yo, Trump is going against what we believe. This is our chance to like really make some last ditch effort right now. Make some fucking noise. This guy's full of like, yo, you can't do this.
No.
This is fucked up. This is wrong, right? Make noise. Instead, he's saying like, close your eyes and go pray over there, and then hopefully.
Yeah, he's like, pray for peace. I gotta go pay my tab real quick. Like, I'm still at this fucking restaurant. I gotta go. We're about to close. So yeah, like
last,
he's out. Like
last call for sake.
So fucking casual. Literally, like, can I get another round before we close out? Like that's the vibe he's giving. Like, where are you?
So at no point here does he blame Trump.
I'm actually wrecked by that. He's got chopsticks in his hands right now. Like,
I swear to God, like he's fucking.
It's the last tuna roll right here.
Literally.
Commander
That's the vibe.
It's staring at me.
He just had a tostada, bro. He's fucking bright.
I'm
Look
so
at the black
fucking...
walls. This looks like a sushi restaurant. This is a Japanese restaurant. Where are you?
Yo, I'm fucking wrecked. There's some guy doing.
Yeah, the orange chicken.
Yeah.
There's a guy doing hibachi in front of his face right now.
He had the guilty, bro. He had the guilty.
I've heard
there's some hibachi guy in front of him.
What is this?
Doing fucking
video? on a Sunday night or a Saturday night.
He's flipping spring rolls behind his back and shit. This fool's just staring at him. Like, yeah, what a sad day for America. He's just watching.
Pray for peace.
I'm fucking wrecked by that. That's hilarious.
Let me get another round of that bamboo princess, like, fucking sake.
Oh my god.
The popcorn chip.
Bamboo princess is a very good sake. So
He's
check
got
it
the
out.
feet in he's got the pretzel feet. He's in the
know.
meditative state. All right, good.
Go ahead.
The message here was
That's
it was
funny, bro.
supposedly against war.
Sorry.
Well, still in support of Trump, right? And for the thousands of times that I've heard that Trump has never started a war,
Yes.
he didn't really actually mention that here. Like, this is Trump starting a war today. This is what, like, and he's like, pray for peace. But because of Trump? No, he's not blaming Trump. He has not blamed Trump in this.
You got tricked, Jesse.
He said he was very uncomfortable.
Netanyahu's president. Netanyahu's the president. That's what he's saying.
No, he said
That's
Netanyahu
what he's
addressed the
been
nation
all week.
first.
All week he's been saying that.
What does that mean,
saying
though, sir?
apparent
Sorry, go
as
ahead.
in Trump is secondary to Netanyahu now, even in America.
It doesn't make sense.
That's bullshit, but like, please make that make sense where Owen doesn't look like a fucking idiot for saying that, or like corrupt for saying that. What do you got for that one? You can.
Well, remember Netanyahu's first speech on Friday last week was in English, and everybody was calling that out.
Oh, dude, come on! No.
Like, can I
Okay.
get more substance?
He's working with Alex Jones, right? Then Alex said, "What did Alex say?" He said, "Netanyahu traded out leaders in Syria." Meanwhile, we've never seen Netanyahu and that guy together ever, but we see Trump shaking hands and saying, "Oh, big strong Jelani of Syria," and they pulled back sanctions, right? That's the most obvious IQ test of all fucking time, right? Where's that at? Did Owen Schroyer, with all the quote unquote resources he has, miss out on that one? Like, come on, right? So there's no fucking
they talked
way.
about it. They talked about that.
Really? Where?
Go back in the timeline.
No. Like, really make it like, how is this Trump owned by Israel when he's doing these certain like actions other places? Does Israel hate Venezuela? Does Israel hate Russia?
They're 50-50
Does
on
Israel hate
Like,
Taiwan?
come on.
Weren't you against the Zelensky war thing, the Zelensky side, and then now like Trump is actually on side supporting that?
I'm
Like, that was all
against
Biden.
the Israel side on this one.
That was all Biden, but now
It's
not.
Admit that narrative is now falling apart. Admit that. We'll move on. Please go ahead.
What?
Admit that that's falling apart. Of like, it's a
What?
straight up ownage of Netanyahu and Israel over the U.S. or Trump administration, if you will. Maybe you mean multiple administrations, but I'm saying like, for now particularly, like the Trump shit right now. Are you saying Netanyahu or Israel as an apparatus
I'm saying Owen
owns?
Schroyer's been saying that all week.
But I'm like asking you to make that make sense for me. If you agree, or, well, that's not fair if you don't agree with it.
He's saying Israel is leading our country. Netanyahu is leading our country.
Let me ask you
Isn't that
this:
the whole
does that
purpose
make
of-
him look sus? Sorry, Jesse. Go ahead.
Wasn't
I don't get it.
Trump elected like his support came because he wasn't a regular politician. He wasn't like beholden to the same people. He's his own man. He's rich enough. He doesn't have to take the money. All of these things, which you would think he would do something different, right? Like, he's not beholden to all these people. But
Yeah, that's why we like them.
yeah. So
And you got tricked and fooled.
he's
by that.
doing
Got
the
it.
same things now, right? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
But are you saying? Wait, Jesse? Are you saying Owen's moving like that? Because that'd be an awesome point.
Well, I'm saying
Moving
that,
like he's beholden.
okay, Israel owned, according to this thing, Owen's saying it's like, okay, it's Israel controlling things. So how is Israel controlling Trump? Like, how does that happen if it's not the same? You know, if Trump was this different person, like he's
Epstein.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's the
you
narrative.
mean
Blackmail. Blackmail.
Yeah.
You mean Trump did something that?
I guess so, man.
So thus,
I
Trump
guess
was never
so.
good in the first place, then, right? Because he did something
guess
that
not.
was caught by Epstein or something, or like
I
on
guess not.
videotape.
He got
So
trapped.
He
You've
just has bad
convinced
people
me.
around him.
He got fooled into like doing Epstein stuff.
No, I
Yeah.
guess he's just as dirty as everybody else is in Washington.
He got fooled.
It's where the swamp is.
He got fooled into being caught by Epstein. That's what happened, apparently. What is Owen's excuse right now? What's the reasoning here? Where are we at here? You do agree he's making
what?
excuses and
For
protection
excuses?
narratives for Donald Trump right now. Do you agree with that? Or no? If you don't agree,
He's
then
creating a
sounds
nice
like
soft
you.
landing for Trump. He's creating like a nice, like fluffy landing so he can just
Yeah.
bounce.
Instead of
Like a
holding
cloud-
them to
like a
the
cloud.
circumstances of where we're
I
at.
see that.
Right?
Like,
Mhm.
it's like, but he's still president, so we're gonna still have to deal with the fact that he's bad here, but he's gonna be good over in these other angles.
Yeah,
Oh,
immigration. He's deporting. He's immigrant, right? The immigration thing is like the
Yeah,
needs to be. Yeah,
he
I
can
know.
still win. He
He's
can
cutting the
still win
budget
Yeah,
the
we know. Oh my
by
god.
making it
keep
bigger and more
deporting.
beautiful.
Keep
dumb.
deporting.
We're going back to devil worship shit. Got it.
Bigger and more beautiful budgets.
Well, that's what they all
Love
keep
that.
pivoting to. Because I saw Jack Posobiec saying like, "Why are we using our bunker busters on Iran when we have cartels right around the border where we could be using it?" That's what he said. And it was like Mike Cernovich like retweeting him and like all these like the quote unquote America First MAGA people. I'm like, they're not against war. They just want to bomb the cartels. Freaks.
That
Yeah.
was before he
Hell
got
yeah.
reelected.
I
They were,
Hell
they were
yeah.
saw
in
that.
support of using the military for Mexico.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not
Yes.
against an airstrike on Mexican like drug lord, like whatever farms and
AKA the Mexican
factories.
president.
Well, Iran and China might try to sneak through the border through
Oh, Biden's open border policy.
Like that's Taylor Sheridan.
Gotta watch out.
Anthony.
By the
Gotta watch
way,
out for
That's
they
those
those
did
TV
just
shows, bro.
jihad cells.
they just found a tunnel from Tijuana to San
Lioness.
Diego, and they've filled it with cement.
What?
Well,
They just found a tunnel from Tijuana to San Diego, and they filled it with cement.
okay.
Like sailors or
Border Patrol.
they said semen.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cement.
Oh, cement. Who says cement like cement?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Well,
You goddamn
Southerners?
Southern bullshit ass.
Southerners say the word correctly.
You south of the Mason-Dixon line ass motherfreaker.
There's nothing wrong with being
Seaman.
south of the Mason-Dixon line, as someone who lives south, technically, of the Mason-Dixon line.
Yeah, you're right. We don't consider Virginia south.
Anyways, he said semen. We all heard that.
Maryland's considered south.
Repeatedly.
Yeah,
No,
we don't
the
accept
rest
you.
of the South,
Bye.
the rest of the South does not consider Virginia south.
No, but Maryland's considered on the Mason-Dixon line.
We
Go enjoy-
don't care.
Go enjoy PF Chang or
We
whatever the
have
fuck Chinese food you guys
disassociated
get.
from
I don't
Virginia.
really care. Why do you
I
keep
know.
calling Maryland Virginia? That's not the point.
I did not say Maryland. You brought up Maryland.
I said, yeah, it's on the Mason-Dixon line. Virginia is like clearly in the south.
It is clearly not accepted by the rest of the South. So
Okay,
therefore,
it's very
it's
clearly in the
on
south.
an island.
But people from North Carolina will be like, anything
Jamestown?
above the Mason-Dixon line, they're all Guidos to me. So, anyway, go ahead.
Wait, you don't want Jamestown, Dubster? Like historically, you
Nope.
don't want that place? Really?
We don't want none of Virginia.
Actually interesting. Okay. Fair enough.
They don't like
We'll
the
take West
Commonwealth states.
We'll
Either
take
way,
West
all your food
Virginia
is
over
trash, so we can
Virginia.
move on now.
And they're not
We're
even
talking about Civil
they're
War
not even rebels.
lines.
They're not
Yeah.
no, they're not even
Really?
rebels. We take them over over Virginia.
Well, you
Oh.
don't like Northern Virginia. That's the problem.
We don't like any Virginia.
No, there's a lot of Virginia that's very close to North Carolina. Don't forget that.
There's your border. North Carolina is not the South.
No,
are we
you just
are we
don't. You just
restarting the
don't
Civil
like.
War right now?
You just
I'd go
don't
for it.
like. You don't like the Virginia that's close to DC. Like you don't like Arlington. You don't like Alexandria. You don't like liberal
I'm currently
Virginia.
in Virginia. Yeah, I'm in Virginia, and I'm seeing this in a public place.
Well, yeah,
No
there's
protest.
a lot of liberal towns, just like in Pennsylvania. It's like that too.
No
There's
protest
little
around.
enclaves.
They know they're not considered the South by the rest of the South.
Anyway, You can finish.
But the
your
We
North
got here
considers
but
them the
because of the
South.
semen.
The North considers them the South.
I mean,
The
I don't
South
know what's
doesn't
more
consider
important
them
here.
the South.
Owen Schroyer or this discussion. Go ahead.
Oh, by the way, what I was going to bring up, which was a different topic earlier, Tim
Yeah.
Pool. Remember that thing about the guy getting deported
The Mahmoud
for
Khalil?
being on the college guy?
Yeah, Mahmoud Khalil.
Remember how he said at the end, why would I stand up for liberal stuff or whatever and defend their rights for if they're liberal? You remember him saying that?
Probably sounds like him.
The two lawyer debate thing, right, on his show.
Mm-hmm. But he
I
specifically said
vaguely
something
remember
like
that.
along
I
the
think.
lines. So, yes, the guy has rights, but I won't defend him because why would I ever defend leftist things because they're trying to destroy our country? Equivocally, that's what he said.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Vaguely remember. Yeah. God.
So
It sounds like him. It's on brand.
Yeah.
So it's not hard to
yes,
believe.
yesterday's video, I watched it today. There's this Antifa guy that got shot
Okay.
at. That got shot at by another leftist group guarding the place.
Antifa guy.
Guarding
By the
what place?
51.
Where was this?
It's
Columbia
like
U?
this is
No.
Hold on. It's
Or the
like
protests.
it was a protest that was self-policed. So
Was it like the
50
quote unquote no king thing or something like
the
that?
50-51 group was policing it, and this is an Antifa guy. He had a rifle with him, and
Oh,
he
I know what you're
didn't.
talking about.
It was
That's the
empty, and
Second
he
Amendment,
didn't.
right? Isn't it?
So
I know exactly
So-
what topic you're talking about, but go
Not
ahead.
if you're Antifa.
Go ahead.
okay, so the 5150, also leftist, shot at him in a crowd,
And killed
grazed
someone.
him with one shot, shot
Kyle
3 times.
Rittenhouse?
Another person was shot.
Were they
another
defending their
person.
neighborhood like Kyle Rittenhouse?
They didn't know that
Another
guy was in the
person
same
was
team
shot.
as them, and this guy, he had like almost like construction or reflectors on, right? He pulls a gun
they
out
shot
and
at their own team.
shoots at this guy who he thinks is about to like maybe do something. Shoots at him and
Yeah.
kills
Okay.
someone in the crowd. Then the guy who got shot at got charged for murder. Is that where you're going, Dubster?
That is the basic story. But the real story I'm trying
Okay.
to tell you is Tim Pool changed his mind. He said he would defend this guy. The
Which
one
guy?
that got arrested for just having a gun. While they let the actual shooter that killed someone just go completely free because he's,
Self-defense.
I guess, more important. No, it's not self-defense in any way. It's
Would that be
But isn't
their
that the same thing with
argument?
Kyle
for-
Rittenhouse?
he shot into a crowd for no reason.
He was protecting his community, right?
He saw a
Like
guy with a
Kyle?
gun over there and he shot at him. Why can't he do that, Dubster?
So hearing a Republican
it's
set up a
legal.
story with the guy who had a
Illegal.
rifle, it's like I kind of like foreshadowing there.
But there is no such thing as self-police. You
I think
can't
it's
But isn't that what
self-police.
Kyle
self-police.
Rittenhouse was doing?
No,
Oh,
he was
Why would you
being.
answer that question?
He was. I'm just answered it. No, it is not what Kyle Rittenhouse was doing.
Oh, so what was he doing?
Defending
He's fucking
himself
wrecked.
from an
He was
attacker.
self-policing.
he's paid security.
No, Dubster. If the guy who shoots at the guy that walks around with the rifle, right? The guy with the handgun, right? You're saying he's okay or he's illegal? Like he can't do that. What are you saying?
You're missing the
What?
point.
No. What's your opinion? We didn't hear it yet. I don't think. What is your opinion?
You can't shoot someone for just having a rifle.
Oh, but what if you're scared for your life, like Kyle Rittenhouse said when he was crying?
He was threatened and chased and told that he was going to be killed.
Look at George Zimmerman.
Dubster changed his answer up 100%.
I mean, he's standing his ground. Florida.
I for sure
So why
thought
did
you
the
were
guy
going
who
to say
shot
Kyle
say
Rittenhouse
he
was the other
shot?
guy.
He's He's fearful
Was
for
he
his life.
attacked?
Are you talking about which case are we talking about now?
The one that
Kyle
you
or
just brought up.
George?
The guy that you just brought up. You said that he shot at a crowd because he was scared, right? Because somebody had a rifle. Isn't that what happened with Kyle Rittenhouse, the guy you defended?
No, he was threatened, chased, and told he would be killed. This guy didn't even talk. And the one I just described.
In Dubster's
He wasn't
narrative,
even.
the guy with the rifle is Kyle Rittenhouse. That's what he's saying.
No, he isn't.
I thought you were saying that.
Not.
Sorry, I thought you were saying that. The guy with the rifle, right?
Wasn't.
He just has a
No,
rifle in
he's
his
saying
hand
the guy with
walking
the
around.
rifle- He said the guy with the rifle is irresponsible and shouldn't have shot at a crowd and killed.
Wait. Hold on. So the guy with the handgun, you're saying he's Kyle. You're saying he's Kyle Rittenhouse?
No.
What are you saying then?
The one who got shot at.
That's the guy with the rifle. Whatever. God.
I am saying Tim Pool changed his ways and defended a leftist. He defended the
I like that little
Antifa guy
pivot.
that showed up with an Antifa rifle. The Antifa guy with the rifle.
Wasn't he
defends
protecting his
him
community?
because he has this. His gun was empty.
If he's
He didn't
defending
even have
him,
it
then he
loaded.
is defending the Kyle Rittenhouse perspective,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
No.
I'm saying like he's purposely.
He's trying to be consistent ideologically.
Yes.
You
he's
have a
purposely
right.
protecting
You have a
the Kyle
right.
Rittenhouse place.
You have a right to carry a gun without being shot.
Exactly.
And remember,
And the other guy shot.
That after the fact, they look up
reason
things
I brought
about
it
other
up-
people and say, well, he was a bad person. Look, he was this. He deserved to get shot.
The reason I brought it up is Tim Pool said he would never not defend the leftists because they're trying to destroy our country. But now he's defending the leftists. That was the important part.
Dubster, your logic of this scenario made this an entire waste of time for me.
It had nothing to do with Kyle Rittenhouse.
Well,
it had
it's
nothing to do with Kyle
I
Rittenhouse.
made it about
It's
Kyle
nothing
Rittenhouse.
relatively
It's nothing
relevant,
like Kyle
right?
Rittenhouse.
You don't want it to.
Whatever.
The logically, Tim is staying consistent then.
After Tim conferred
For
with
once.
his lawyer, he's like, "What do I say? All right, I'll say that.
Perfect.
Thank you."
I think the George Zimmerman case, the guy was chasing down, like the vigilante had a gun, chased down somebody who was unarmed, and well, yeah,
George Zimmerman, Trayvon Martin
He had
was on
Skittles,
top of him
and
when he shot him.
Trayvon had karate skills.
Trayvon Martin was on top of him when he
He
shot
knew
him.
Muay Thai,
He was-
Jesse. Okay, so actually, I had not looked into it enough. To be
They're
honest
not
with you.
pursuing.
I had no idea.
But
Why
he's
was he
getting
following
away.
him around?
He's getting away.
Because he's an overzealous neighborhood watch. I didn't say George Zimmerman was smart.
Overzealous?
He's a
I wouldn't say he was
subs.
smart.
One
Like
way of putting
Is that
it.
like a police?
He's a
what do you call
subs,
that?
aka
it's
a Karen.
self-policing?
Watch.
Self-policer?
But I thought self-policing was illegal. Wait, what happened to posse comitatus?
It
Anyway, I don't want to
is.
get your video taken down. Go ahead.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Posse comitatus. Can't forget that. Oh, wait. They outlawed it.
Nah, not totally.
Yeah, you're right. You can never outlaw the militia. It's in the Second Amendment.
Okay. I'm gonna end this video. Owen,
You're
trash.
still recording?
Yes.
We're at 3 hours now.
2 hours, 43 minutes, 28, 29, 30 seconds. All right. There's your video. Please subscribe if you like. Comment, agree, disagree. Tell me what you think. This is. I mean, we are where we are, man. He fucking straight up bombed Iran. At minimum 6 bunker busters and at least 30 Tomahawk missiles.
It was self-defense.
Yeah, as self-defense for the world,
It
I
was
guess.
premeditated defense.
It's preemptive defense. Thank you.
Sorry. Wait, no. That's how
the
it's
verbiage.
defended in court.
Premature.
That's the verbiage.
That's how you
they're
defend it
presenting
in
it to the
court.
UN. So
Premeditated defense.
yes.
Well, whatever.
Preemptive defense.
I think all of us and most of you, the audience, would agree that it's wrong, whatever the fuck we just did. Or not us. Let's be real. It's not us. Whatever the government did is wrong and fucked up. I think we all agree with that one. And I guess we're gonna have to
And
see
we
the
have no
fallout of it.
bunkers.
Yeah. Us have no bunkers. Yeah, we have to hide behind trees and behind fire hydrants and shit like that.
And under
in
desks.
basements. Yeah, we're fucked. But
Oh well. It's at the end of the day, everyone's life is worth exactly the same amount. So it is what it is, and
agreed.
Yeah.
Seb sounds like she has a bunker she can go to.
I wish.
I wouldn't want to be anywhere near DC, right?
Shut the fuck up! Don't curse me. My God. Witchcraft.
I think they have like ponds to go to. But anyways, here's your video. Please leave comments, comment section, argue, agree, disagree, let it be known. Don't forget to share, support, hopefully donate to all the links in the description box. Check them out, read them, share them, then donate. Much appreciated. And with all that said, give this video a thumbs down.
Say you wanna get in, and then you wanna get out. When you get the money to buy yourself a car.